damn it. Hello. 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 Hang on.
You are live.
Yeah, and Edie's changed all my settings.
You
so
are live.
That I'm now being changed all my settings. Monitored through the and there's a really horrible. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. Give me a moment. I need to turn monitoring off. Hello, I am back. Give me a moment. I need to turn monitoring off. Hello, God. I am back.
Advanced.
Give me a moment. I need to turn
Sound
monitoring
settings.
off.
God.
I am back.
Advanced.
Give me a moment. I need to turn
Sound
monitoring
settings.
off. I am back.
Advanced.
Sound settings.
Why?
Why?
Why? I don't want it to monitor. I don't want it to monitor. I don't want it to monitor. I don't know why it is. I don't know why it is.
I do know why it is. Welcome to episode 100 of the Chronicles of Nidum. You'd think after 100 episodes I would remember to mute the Twitch tab that I have open so I can look at chat. Yes, welcome to episode...
You pillock.
Yes, absolutely. Professional D&D streamers. It's not like we just did 60 hours of this shit. But yes, welcome to episode 100 of the Chronicles of Nidum, brought to you by us at Dice of the Beholder and streamed through the wonderful, incredibly charitable Heavyweight Gaming. Heavyweight RPG. Fuck.
Should we just start again?
I've hit reset. I've just genuinely 60 hours of D&D has reset my brain. But yes, Heavyweight RPG. Before we go into it, before we do the recap, obviously delaying tactics, waiting for Greg to come back, a word about our sponsors. First and foremost is the wonderful and amazing Loki Battle Mats. They're an award-winning UK-based TTRPG accessory creator. There are many books of battle mats, the little, big, giant sizes, and their modular book sets are full of amazing artwork that add an awesome backdrop to any tabletop game. If you want to find out more, please click on the link in chat. Search Loki Battle Mats on most social media, Loke. If you go to the link in chat, you can find their physical maps and buy them online, or they are available through your friendly local gaming store. If you do play online, like us, a lot of the time and use virtual tabletops, please pop over to Drive-Thru RPG or go and join them on Patreon, where you will find many more of their fantastic, amazing maps that are in fact not available in physical copies. But yes, go show them some love and tell them you sent us. They were amazing. They've offered some fantastic new products that have just literally just been released as prizes for the charity. So when those giveaways, those people will be some of the first people to own those map books. I'm seeing if I can wangle a free one for myself, but probably not. But yes, please go show Loki Battle Mats a lot of love. Our second sponsor, the amazing and wonderful Sirenscape. Tonight and in many of our previous streams, you will hear the amazing ambience that helps us obviously all get into the mood and really get sucked into the game. It's simple, very straightforward. You don't even have to subscribe or sign up. You can just pop over to Sirenscape.com. You get 20 sound sets immediately to use for all your players. And you can have them stream either if you play online or from a speaker, from a phone, whichever, if you're playing around a table. So yes, Sirenscape.com, because epic games need epic sound. Finally, sponsors-wise, we've got the wonderful Sparky. I actually hate complimenting Sparky at the moment because of what they did for the charity stream. I both love and hate them in equal measure. Yes, Sparky & Co. is in fact... Oh, I just remembered, sorry. It's no longer Sparky & Co. If you want some kick-ass minis, look no further than Crafted Campaigns. Sparky decided to go on holiday and instead of spending time with his family, decided to rebrand his entire thing. So yes, please click on the link in chat. You can pop over to the Etsy store, Crafted Campaigns, and you too can assault your players with the amazing Tarrasque that you can find out more about if you go back and watch our charity stream. Yes. You've got to, obviously, please join us on socials. Click on the link in chat, Dice of the Beholder. We will find all of the socials for the Dice of the Beholder and Heavyweight RPG. You will find our Facebooks, Twitters, Instagrams, but more importantly, our Discords, where if you come and join the amazing community that we've established over the last few years, you will be able to get involved in future charity streams and future games as well. So please join, subscribe, like, everything. Sexiest minis this side of the mountain. Shut up, AD. I hate you.
Biggie.
In the end, yeah.
Not Biggie. Biggie doesn't need to shut up. Anything else? Oh, well, yes, you can still, if you wish, donate. Popped it in the stream again. This week, obviously, AD is going to be running some short streams. Most of the evenings this week, where he's going to be doing the draws for all the prizes that can be earned for donating. However, the Just Giving link is still up. You can still, if you want to, donate more cash or convince other people to. So please pop to the link in chat. If you donate £5 before the prize is drawn, I'm thinking you can probably still get your name in the hat for it. And yeah, baby, give me more money. Yes, give Heavy as much money as possible so we can give it to the three amazing charities, Papyrus, Shelter UK, and MS UK. Apart from that, I think we are good. Everyone
Got
else
through
is
it
on
without
screen
Greg
now.
making an innuendo at you.
I did.
That is because Greg is still rocking the child to sleep, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still a small victory for Bri.
It is. I'll take them when I can get them. That's fine. But yes, previously on the Chronicles of Nidum, waking after your first safe and good night's sleep in many months, you awoke in your childhood homes, or at least your childhood beds that had been transported to a facsimile of Nidum that you found magically transporting around the Shalem countryside. You got to have breakfast with your relatives, got to get some closure, say your final goodbyes, and after a few questions were answered, decided to make your way finally to Paras, to the council that you had been called to. You discovered, upon leaving the houses after breakfast and saying your goodbyes, that the children of Nidum, many children of Nidum, had got hold of your ship and had, in some fantastic ways and some very childlike, haphazard ways, decorated the ship with the rainbow scales of a massive dragon in paints and chalks and oils. Aurelia was very happy about it and point blank refused to let anyone clean her when she tried to electrocute one of the gnomes for deigning to take a scrubbing brush to the deck. But saying your goodbyes finally, you did then raise into the air and make your way to Paras. It was an uneventful trip, and you discovered upon journeying to Paras a very changed city where very few humans could normally be seen in the streets. Now there were many more, seemingly happily going about their days, most of which were also armed, something that had never been seen or had not been seen in the Empire in a millennia. And it was approaching the palace after you accepted your escort of Wyvern knights, wyverns trained and saddled, being ridden by the many races of the Empire, that you were reintroduced to your good friend, the Prince of Paras. His little brother Louis, with his scars healed, was also there, stoically standing by his brother and feeling mixed emotions upon meeting you all again after his ordeal. But you were then introduced to the council that was made up of the leaders of the orc tribes, the king of the dwarves that had now come out of hiding, Niklaus Wrath, or Daddy, as Oriana knows them, and Dice's apparent future mother-in-law, the matron mother of the Drow Empire. You were then, and it was hammered home, you were then requested. It was not demanded of you, it was requested that you travel much closer to home, back to Albion, where your adventure first began, to seek out a team of agents that they had sent and lost touch with, to discover the whereabouts of the High Inquisitor, to discover more about their plans, and to see whether the High Inquisitor knew more about the wall of darkness that seemed to be encroaching from the west. You agreed, quite graciously, eventually. And after discovering that your adventures were now public knowledge, having discovered the best-selling Volume 1 of a series of novels by your old friend Quill that was doing the rounds of the Empire at the moment, you said your goodbyes once more, very quickly had the ship supplied, and, having not even been in Paras for an hour, jumped back on the ship and made your way north once more, journeying, well, taking almost your journey in reverse. And that is where we find you. You're on the ship. You've left Parasian airspace. The escort, the escort of wyverns left you behind as they saw you to the city limits. Is there anything in particular you would all like to discuss before Is there anything in particular you would like to do? Flying. It's a lot quicker in a straight line than the winding route that the train south, when it brought you to Paras, took, which was 3 weeks. I just want to reiterate this. In real time, it was 3 weeks. Just because you spent real time 4 hours a session playing 3 weeks on a train, not my fault.
Yep.
It is.
Oh, we were having fun.
You were. But yes, it is. It's going to take you about 5 days to get to.
I want to sneak into the back of the airship.
Okay.
Find where the humans are being kept. I'm going to do literally every single thing we did on the train on the way back.
Just
on the airship.
Yeah.
So you're going to blow up the back of the airship.
Yeah, I'm going to find where are
Take a night off it.
Where are the like?
Love my dragon.
Where are the elvish authorities staying on the airship?
Yeah, where are the immovable rods?
Oh, I got your immovable rod right here, babe.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So, nothing in particular you want to do over the 5 days?
No.
Okay, no problem.
Really not.
Cool.
We're still making hats.
Still making hats.
Yeah, we did say at the end of last session, I think, that me and the Rev were still making hats.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
All of us have got hats
now. Everyone gets a hat.
A hat for you! A hat for you! A hat for you!
I remember.
We've started a milliners.
I've got a little pillbox hat that fits like in the centre of my crown.
Oh my god, so cute.
With a little veil on it.
I adore this vibe. We're dressing up to face what's his face? Norman. Face what? Oops, sorry. I've muted it.
As you travel then and make your way further north, seeing the Empire like just roll by below you, I want everyone to make me a perception check, please.
Generally forgot what to do then. I was like, oh, pick up dice.
What happened now?
It's not great. It's 7.
Is this
Gotta wait for
perception
my screen
based
to
on
load.
seeing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, 22.
22.
7, but my passive is 12.
If your passive is higher, you can tell me that as well. That's fine. So
21.
21, 22, 12.
And my passive is 25 then.
You roll it
Since we're
here.
saying that.
Is your passive 25?
You should just be
Uh-huh.
able to push the button. Like there should be you can click on the plus and it'll just roll it. Whatever
Yeah.
the plus bonus is.
I did.
As long as you've got dice rolling turned on, because if you don't, it won't.
That'll be probably it, to be honest.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
my
how you turn
passiv's
it on.
always been 25.
I
So-
wish that was my roll. If not, you can roll it through roll 20 as well.
That's I don't have Roll20 up at the moment, sadly.
That's fine.
Because it's not letting me log in.
I will have.
You can go. You can do it on Google.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just roll it on Google.
But yeah, you should just be able to click on the number and it'll roll.
Customize my dice.
Your
Yeah,
passive
give
is
me a
15.
D20. Okay, so I rolled an 8, and it is
Plus 5.
plus 5. Yeah. So we
Oh, it was
got
Millie's roll that
13.
came up on my screen.
Okay. As you travel then, over the couple of days, all of you notice the huge, just gargantuan black wall of darkness that spreads from north to south, just taking up the entire horizon. However, you all have noticed that it's stopped. It was coming closer and closer as you travelled to Paras, but now it has definitely stopped. It's just kind of there, this huge foreboding presence. What you both notice, Dice and the Reverend, is that it is not a flat wall. You can see just on the cusp of what you can perceive, it seems to be breaking forward. It is not a uniform straight line of darkness. Like there are tendrils, or almost like it's got huge gargantuan claws the size of just mountains, just trying to rip or maybe pull itself further forward through the sea, through the ocean. What you notice with your 25, Reverend, is far off in the distance, and it is very difficult to make out during the day. But on nights then, when you are travelling forward closer and closer to Albion, and especially the closer you get to Albion, you find yourself staring out to the west in the evening, and you can make out a light. It flickers like a candle in the wind. And it is...
And it seems to me
that you
you
live your
live your
life
life.
like a candle in
You asked for that one.
Yeah,
It
it was
will-
your own fault, truly.
remain dark for hours on end, but then every once in a while will come back as if someone has just taken a taper and relit it. It is impossible.
I grabbed Dice and sort of pointed it and go, "Hey, is that Princess Diana?"
Once it is pointed out to you, Dice, you notice as well.
Oh yeah.
It's impossible when you can see it to tell in this massive wall of darkness and then the nighttime around you. It is impossible to tell what kind of distance it is away. But you can work out, especially as you can see the white cliffs of the south of Albion in the distance. You can tell that it is almost directly west of Albion, like in a straight line. It is, though, as you fly over the countryside of southern Albion, making your way, at least by the map that Dice has, that constantly updates itself and tells you where you are. You know then, just further north is the city of Londinium and all of its surrounding farms. How would you like to approach?
Are there any other airships around?
Make me a perception check.
Oh, because I'm so good at those.
We're so deceptive as a group.
9.
9. It's quite dark. There appear to be storm clouds that stretch literally as far as the eye can see up the entire countryside into the distance. Not only do you not see any airships, you can't see. There are no birds. There's nothing.
Like, is
Did
this somewhere we can dock?
Did we establish that the Inquisitor is in Londinium?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Then I think I'd suggest maybe we want to land outside of Londinium and approach less conspicuously.
Yeah, because we
Actually
need to
on
land.
foot.
Because I can't remember the name of the ship, but she needs to land, doesn't she, to rest?
Aurelia.
Aurelia, yeah.
Well, Aurelia is the name of the dragon, but as the children have decided, the name of the ship
It's-
is
yeah.
now the Nidum.
The Nidum. The Nidum needs to land, so Aurelia can rest.
Yes.
The ship is EB and Nebi is Nebi.
You hear Aurelia's voice in your mind, Dice. I can get you to the city. I can sense it in the distance. But Oriana is right. I will need to rest outside it.
Could we drop in?
I mean, we could, but
We're
then we
okay
run
for
the
you
risk
to
of
drop.
being seen as we come in. Whereas if we approach from the side, slowly,
They know.
stealthily,
They know we have an airship.
they'll be watching the
So-
skies.
They
Okay.
do keep watching the skies.
Watching
They
the
do be.
skies. I suggest we park the other side of that forest there and just make our way on foot.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
we'll
on
do that.
foot. I never walk anywhere. It'll be very exciting.
Okay. You make your way then. The ship begins to descend, and as it passes over the forest, there is a long.
Maybe it's a train.
There is a long.
Is there an
expanse-
underground system?
Well,
An Underdark system.
there was an Underdark system that you went in, but there, as far as the eye can see, then until the city, which you can see still lit up in the distance, maybe 5 miles away, there is just a massive expanse of farmland. And as the ship descends to it, what you do notice is this farmland is wrecked. You are getting close to the end of harvest time, and everything is overgrown. Nothing has been touched.
As we've been flying over, have we been seeing people either moving towards the city or away from the city? Like, are there refugees
What's the
happening?
vibe around?
Make me a perception check.
Vibes, bad vibes. Is that for everybody or just for?
Yeah,
MC?
those who care.
I'm doing a vibe check.
22 again, but my passive is still
Jesus.
25.
I got a 14.
5. I'm just gonna stop looking.
7.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it again, but just ignore me. I'm just testing my dice.
Okay. Reverend.
Mhm.
Not only then do you notice as you look over that you haven't seen a living soul for the entire time that it took to fly here. The roads, at least the ones close by on this side of Londinium, leading south, that you are now passing over, are also overgrown, or at least starting to be. Now, obviously, you're aware, just from moving around the Empire, that roads do not tend to be maintained by the local authority, but by foot traffic, and by the passage of carts and horses, is what tends
So
to...
we're thinking then this whole area is depopulated.
Deserted, potentially.
This is-
Depopulated.
Yeah, when people desert something, it does become depopulated typically, but that's fine. We can. You pick your word, whichever you prefer.
Can I use my eyes of the grave to look around?
Yep. As the grave, you go into a familiar trance. It is familiar to the rest of you what Oriana is doing as you see their eyes begin to glow that ghostly blue-white. And as you look out around at the countryside, there is darkness everywhere. Now, in your travels, the amount that you've used Eyes of the Grave, you know that even if it's not the ghost you are looking for, off in your periphery, far off in the distance sometimes, you see like the passage of these slow-moving kind of ghostly lights. Effectively telling you that ghosts are everywhere, or the souls of the departed are everywhere. So looking down at this now, it is jarring that for miles there is nothing until you look up at the horizon. You see Londinium. Whereas previously, when you were looking at it with your normal eyes, it was the dark kind of silhouette of the city with lights around it, showing that someone at least is still there. Now, the buildings or the silhouette of the city itself sparkles. It's almost as if every soul that was around this city is now was in the countryside or hereabouts, is now concentrated in the city.
You know,
Strange.
on reflection, I wonder if we should take a wide berth around the city and approach from a different direction. If they are watching for us, we'd be easier to spot in the ship or on foot if we're coming from where they expect us to come from.
If that's the case, they've probably already seen us.
No, we're above the storm clouds.
We're a decent distance. I assumed we would be a decent distance out having this conversation.
Yeah,
Otherwise it would have
you're
been
about
relatively pointless.
You're about 5 miles away.
What if
Aurelia,
we-
would you have...
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, carry on.
I was just saying, what if we turned north and approached the city from the north rather than coming in directly from where they expect us to? Couldn't hurt to have a little bit of misdirection on our side.
Aurelia, do you have the energy to do that?
I can make a small jump around
Thank
the
you.
city. I will land in the north.
All the way in the
appreciate it.
north, we're going to Sheffield.
I'd be okay with Sheffield. I have friends there.
Friends all over the UK.
Aurelia then does continue to move the ship, though noticeably slower. Even at full speed, it is noticeably slower than normal. You take this to be that Aurelia needs to recharge very soon. But she does take a wide berth of the city, flying out over the river, and taking you down then maybe 5 or 6 miles away to the north. Again, even on this side of the city, the massive expanse of farmland that is normally used to feed the denizens, the population of Londinium, is overgrown. All the fields are unharvested.
And the sky is grey.
It is actually a very dark grey at the moment.
There is not a single soul out here. Everything's been left to overgrow. There is a lot of souls in the city.
Living or
So what, they killed everyone?
Not living. I only see the living with my normal eyes.
Yeah, your Eyes of the Grave. You get like when you use them and you look at your friends, there is a very muted aura about them that shows their soul is inside them, but you don't get the same definitive glow or the ghostly white blue glow that you do when you're looking at a
it's
soul.
muted. Yeah, there's whether they've been drawn there by something or forced there by something.
Well, that's concerning.
They're not entirely surprising, right?
The
No.
farms before, weren't they worked by humans?
They were. When you
Mhm.
passed through this
So
land
something's been-
previously.
Running theory. Somebody collected all the humans up and has made use of them.
Yeah.
Remember the creepy body bits?
That's something
No, I don't
that the
remember
price to
anything
pay.
else. I don't remember anything about a box of hands. Not at all. Nothing in the slightest. Nothing.
Yes, well, this might be a large city of bodies.
Ace just does a shudder. Also, I apologise if you can hear Mochi absolutely going insane
we can.
on my chair.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I can.
Yeah. she's literally upside down with her paws through the racer back a bit now, so she's going a bit nutty.
Okay. So the ship has landed. She kind of moves back towards the trees that are the north of the city as well. So at least her silhouette is hidden by anyone looking out in the darkness. What would you like to do?
Start walking.
Start walking, but stealthily.
Start riding a cow.
Okay. Are you going to ride your cow in?
Are you going to ride your cow stealthily?
Well, if you're riding your cow, I'm going to ride my nightmare.
Yeah, super stealthily.
That's not so stealthy.
Okay.
I tell you what, should us two ride up front?
Okay.
My cow is so stealthy, it's going to be fine.
I can fly stealthily. It's
Your
fine.
cow is bright white, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You've got a
I've got a
giant
beacon.
bull, bright white bull. Okay.
Oriana's on fire. It's all good.
I'm not leaving him on the ship.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Fully 2 of the magic items that I took with this character only work with my cow.
Okay.
I've never used either of them.
Cool.
Trinket all over again. We're going down the tunnel. I'm bringing my cow.
It's a good cow.
I would like then everyone to roll me a stealth check, please.
Ooh, I'm using you from now on.
Remember yours is at disadvantage.
20.
How do I roll with advantage? I don't remember.
You can
Roll twice.
on D&D Beyond, if you're using the PC, you can right click on the number.
Damn it.
And choose.
It's a 10.
And so I can roll them. Ah, look at that. Hey, that's clever. I mean, take the
first-
original roll.
The first
But...
one, yeah, the first one was higher. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just seeing how it worked, you know.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay, 19. Oriana?
20.
20. Which kind of cancels out then. What was your original one, Ace? It was 10 total?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Dice
And that was
is
15.
15. Okay.
You said disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thought so.
you cannot have the 18.
No, I have wings now.
Unfortunately.
I'm clanky
See,
and I have wings. I'm not very subtle.
Okay.
You were never subtle, it's okay.
Second.
The hell was that noise?
That was
From me?
no, that was my dice.
Why has
Was
Bri
it telling
been
us-
transported to a grey void, incidentally?
He's still in our living room.
I haven't put a background up in front of me. Oh, behind me.
Millennial
front of
grey
you.
void.
Yeah. So,
Richard was always in the void. He was born in the void.
Molded by it.
thank you for making me sound much cooler than I am. But yes, as you make your way then closer and closer to the city, you begin to notice that as the farmlands stretch out behind you, the farmhouses start to come into view, and the small little kind of hamlets that these farmers built up. There are no lights in any of the windows. Many of them appear to be scarred by fire. Half of them have burnt down completely. The rest are broken ruins. And as you look around, especially with your passive perception, Reverend, you cannot see any bodies.
Delightful. Sometimes the lack of bodies is worse than like a profusion of bodies, you know?
Mm.
Particularly when you know they should be there.
Hmm.
And when you know that zombies are a thing.
Moving very stealthily.
Well, when we didn't know that zombies were a thing.
Hmm.
Better times, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that we didn't know that racism was a thing. That was good too.
I liked that. Carry on, Mitch.
As you make your way then stealthily towards Londinium, you do kind of stop quite often just to check if the clanking of Ace behind you has roused anyone looking for you. After a few tense moments, you carry on, and the hamlets give way to small villages which start to bleed into each other, denoting the low, sprawling kind of farming town built up around the walls of Londinium. When you get to the walls, you notice that the great doors that would let, and you know from most of the other cities you've been to, quite uniformly built, you know that the great doors then on the south road, north, east, west, the ones you're approaching on the north road are non-existent. You find that one has been just laying on the floor in front of the open portal. The other, you can see the hinges and a long kind of plank of wood where the door was, but the door itself nowhere to be seen.
In the interest of being paranoid, I don't want to go in through that. My background is urban bounty hunter, so I'm hoping that sort of experience I can put to use to find, some sort of smaller, less grand, less official entrance into the city proper. So as we're not just strutting down the main thoroughfare like people who really want to be killed.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
I would love to. Any chance of advantage on it because it's my whole background?
Not advantage, but the DC's not that high for you.
Okay, well that's a 17 then. 17?
Nope. Easily beat the DC on that one. Before entering then, looking forward, maybe these big doors easy enough to see, maybe 100 feet away as you hide around the corner of a building, looking on into the city. You notice that there was at least before all of these buildings then caused Londinium to sprawl out from the protective walls. There was a moat, originally built for defense, but over maybe the last 100 years has become overgrown and effectively is just used as an extension of the city's sewers. Instead of going through the doors, looking around, you can see that there is quite a large sewer opening, overgrown with vines and grass. Doesn't look like anything's flowed out of it in a while. The ground around it is quite dry. But you reckon that could probably get you into the city unseen?
Will our animals fit through it?
Just.
Okay.
However, you do reckon then the only problem might be getting them back up.
Yeah, 'cause there's going to be little manholes.
Find somewhere to tether my cow.
Okay.
Since I'm never allowed to use my fucking cow.
Well, we
And,
could. We just can't go through the sewers if you want to take him.
I'll sort of very quietly suggest it to the rest of the party that maybe that the kind of people we're approaching wouldn't think to consider how the less high and mighty would enter the city.
Okay. I'm gonna send the nightmare back to the airship if you want your cow to go with them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can you both roll me animal handling with advantage?
$27.
21.
21. Okay. They are both loath to leave you. They do not want to go anywhere seemingly without you. However, after a bit of cajoling, some pets, they do begrudgingly start to make their way. And it is a bizarre scene, just watching this kind of like brightly flaring, flaming nightmare. And you can see the light is almost purified then, as it seems to reflect off the bright white bull trundling along next to it. And they're the oddest couple you've ever witnessed. But
Yeah,
they
I ship
are,
it.
yeah. But they are they do make their way slowly back north. How are you going in? You going in through the sewer?
Yep.
Okay.
Sewer sounds great. Sort of.
Is that a play on sewer grate?
I thought it was. I thought that's what.
Keep forgetting it. I appreciate you people. Brian, apparently you're too quiet, according to Vicky.
I'm too quiet.
Yeah, your
Apparently
sound
you're a
is
touch
little off.
quieter.
I
We
don't
did
know
say
if
it
you-
One
sounded
was quiet. I'd imagine it was me.
I don't know if you
Um,
fixed your
You're not quiet.
mics after the weekend. You kind of sound like you're just in a room with a mic rather than it being directed at you.
It should.
I can see it right in front of you. I know.
Hang on. It should be directed at me.
You sound fine to me.
But-
You sound fine now.
I
Yeah,
think
you
you sound
can.
fine.
Yeah.
Bear with me 2 seconds. I am just going to make sure that it is
I'm
directional.
listening through Discord though. Oh, crikey. You got really loud to me.
Sorry. No, I'm
That's
just
okay.
going to make sure it's directional instead of. Yeah. It should be
Yeah.
fine now. I'll move it
Yeah,
slightly
you sound
closer to
fine.
my face again. That's best I can do, I think. Sorry.
That's
You're
good.
I think
too
you
loud
sound
for me
fine.
now.
Cool. Okay.
Sound good.
Yeah, I'll just turn you down. It's fine.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay. As you get to the sewer grate, then it is rusted. The lock on it is large, mangled. Looks like someone has tried to open it before, but a long time ago. Like the dust and the build-up of mud on it hasn't been touched in years. How would you like to proceed?
Can I try and brute force the lock open?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me
Can
a...
Ace do an assist on that?
Yeah. So you can roll a strength check separately, or Charlie can have advantage.
I
Wouldn't it make
have,
more sense for Ace to have advantage?
I do super have proficiency in thieves' tools. If anyone's interested in doing it in a way
Yeah,
that doesn't make a
it's
huge amount
rusted.
of noise.
Might be quieter. Might be quieter to let the Reverend have a go.
We can try that first.
I mean, I
Yeah,
rolled a
can we-
19.
Can we try the quiet way first and then
Fine.
go
As
out if
you-
it doesn't work?
I was going to say, sorry, as you're discussing potentially being quieter and using thieves' tools, Oriana does just kind of give it a testing twist, and it comes off in her hand.
Oh,
There is
there's a
no
master lock.
there is no grind of metal. There's just a crack, and it just moves away,
Crumbles.
and it practically falls apart in your hand.
All right, that's worked.
Pretty
You
damn
are using
rusted.
a master lock Forgotten Realms special. It can be opened using a master lock Forgotten Realms special.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's great.
As you try then and continue to try and brute force your way through, the doors themselves are like there's a lot of earth, there's a lot of build up over the many years that are sticking the gates closed at the
So
bottom.
there's a lot of girth.
Earth.
Oh,
Hearing what you want to hear, Greg.
However,
I thought I was being described.
between all of you, you can then eventually manage to get the gates open enough that it is easy for you to slip through, especially Ace when they kind of pull their wings in.
Come in.
You find yourself in a sewer, the floor of which is
Lich.
dry, doesn't smell terrible. It's kind of damp stone and earth, but other than that, it appears that the original kind of use for this tunnel is no longer the case for whatever reason.
There have to sort of be people in a city before the sewers get used much, I guess.
Oh, but this sewer pipe or this sewer tunnel
It's been disused for a longer
for a
time.
long time.
Right, I see.
Just to check, even though it's disused, can I see any sign of footprints, any sign that anyone has come through here? Ignoring the grate, any sign that anyone has come down to check and laid anything for the unsuspecting invader?
Yeah.
Check for traps, maybe?
Give me a.
I didn't fancy words.
Because you're kind of tracking. Give me a survival check.
Okay.
I'm guessing that the reason that the sewers are disused is that since Fantasy Brexit, they've just been pumping all the fantasy sewage into the Fantasy Sea.
Straight into the river.
18.
18.
18.
As you are looking around, you can see old marks on the stones of the wall of this tunnel that would have denoted the previous kind of tide line of the sewage that kind of flowed out of it. And it was maybe about 3 feet deep. But these are old tide lines, and you can see kind of newer ones going down as it became less used over the years. As you are looking around, the construction of the tunnel itself isn't great. There are a few stones you can see that have fallen down from the roof above, making it quite a precarious tunnel to traverse for, a lesser adventurer. However, you would think, looking at it, seeing that no one has been down here in a while, there don't appear to be any rats, no rat droppings either. You are looking at maybe a cave-in further up, and that's the reason that this sewer pipe is disused. But no, there are no other footprints, no other signs that anyone has passed through here. At least not in, years.
Is the cave-in going to cause a problem for us?
You can't see the cave-in at the moment, so you don't know.
Okay.
Again, referring to my sort of background tracking dodgy ass people.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any has anyone left any sort of markings or anything that dodgy ass people would use to communicate intent or?
Roll me a perception check, please. Based on sight.
Being 25. Yes, I rolled a 24. But my passive's still 25, so
Cool. Okay.
do with that what you will.
They are covered by just the passage of time. Dust, earth, damp. A lot of it's been washed away. But you do notice some very old scratchings. kind of links in with the last time probably that door or gate was used. This, once upon a time, and you can see some of the markings as well below the tide line, this once upon a time, probably after whatever stopped this being an active sewer tunnel, was used as a smuggler's run.
Cool. Okay, so I'll sort of communicate that and you know, in the sense that it's likely that this is going to lead to somewhere inside the city and we're not just going to run into a dead end.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
I still suggest that we move quietly so we're not heard from above. I don't know how close to the surface we are, so
Has
Agreed.
Natasha come with us?
Yes, Natasha is with you.
she should have done.
Surprised she didn't go for the lock.
I beat everyone to it.
You definitely did. Yeah, so I suggest we move quietly through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Stealth, baby.
As you make your way then further up the tunnel, you do eventually, maybe after 5 minutes walking, you can see a cave in up ahead. The roof of the tunnel has collapsed. There is a very old, iron ladder next to it that has been ripped away from the wall. So you would assume that the cave-in came from wherever the ladder led to. However, carrying on then, seeing more in the darkness, you do notice that the wall to the left of the cave-in has been much more carefully had the bricks removed from it. And you can see that around this large hole, easily 5 feet wide, it has been reinforced with woodwork. A carpenter's been down here and has properly reinforced this hole so that no more bricks fall through. Through the hole, then, you can see a set of steps.
Up we go, I guess.
Slowly make our way up to the top.
Okay.
Carefully.
Everybody roll me a stealth check.
Ooh, 30.
Oof, okay.
Well,
I'll let you know as soon as my flipping
You are
thing
not my friend.
loads. There we go.
16.
Okay.
We are.
Yeah.
So
Rich, what is that noise? Is that your dice?
that's my dice. Oh,
Ah.
there we are. They're the same. I rolled 2 13s, so
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Not add anything to stealth. Oh, right. It was 13 total. Sorry, my bad. I'm stupid.
13 total on both rolls.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice.
As you make your way up the stairs, then there was a kind of old trapdoor covering it. Now all you can see is once more a bit of wood still attached to the hinges of the trapdoor. And as you kind of creep forward into it, the sounds of the city that were muted from below are now much more evident to you all. You can hear, before you can see it, the crackling of fire. And as you step up into what very quickly appears to you as a tavern, you can see out into the city, not through the windows. One of the walls of this tavern is just gone, as if some giant hand has just come down and ripped the wall from the city. You are staring out into the streets. You can see then the lights that you saw from far away that kind of made you believe that the city was still populated are just burning fires everywhere.
Oh, God.
The building you are currently in is not on fire, but as you look up the street and further down the straight lines, a lot of the city is built in straight lines, you can see fires raging much further into the city, miles in.
Place has been ransacked.
Yeah, I don't know this. Your old friend has some debts to be paid, I think.
No friend of mine.
So we're looking for Sebastian, aren't we? And the other one.
Well, your
begin
missions
with.
are to find Stefan and Bastian,
Stefan and Bastian.
and also then the main mission is to get to the Inquisitorial headquarters.
Okay. Now
Do
that
we? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, now that we're on this side of everything, I could try sending to Bastian or to, I've forgotten the other one's name already.
Stefan.
Stefan, and see if they can hear me now.
Couldn't
It's worth a
hurt.
shot, right?
It's worth a try. We're a lot closer. Maybe now it has a chance of working.
So I guess I am
Shall
casting.
we move into a back room or something where we're not so visible from the street?
Shelter somewhere that's not on fire, ideally.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
move somewhere safe, and then I'll cast sending.
Cool. As you're casting sending, you do kick yourself, Reverend, because the bull and the nightmare absolutely could have made it up those stairs.
Suck my knobhead.
What would you like to say in sending?
Where are you? What happened to Londinium? We're here.
Was that the end of your message?
Yeah.
As soon as the message ends, then you feel the magic just expel itself away from you towards Bastian. You're immediately assaulted by the answer, but the answer does not come from Stefan or Bastian. You were assaulted by thousands upon thousands of voices. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, fuck. Uh, 15?
15.
Yeah.
You are almost stunned, like incapacitated by the rush of just sad and angry voices that come back at you. Voices of all ages in a myriad of different languages, some of which are familiar to you, some that are not. But you also get, with that, more of a sense of things. Roll me an Arcana check as well.
22. I'm using you from now on.
22 Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
As the voices subside then and you consider what happened for a moment, it's almost as if your message rebounded off them. You would assume then, with the laws of magic and the way it works, the souls that you've seen kind of surrounding the city from afar are acting like a shield. That's the reason they're there. They are why no message, no sending can get in or out of Londinium. It's like
So they
they've
just
been...
blocking sort of sending and messaging spells, or are they blocking all spells?
Not all, and you know not all, because the scrying worked, though you're not certain whether that scrying worked in particular because of your connection. But you would assume that most kind of divination or... I cannot remember the school of magic for sending off the top of my head. But
It is divination, I think.
I think it is. But most kind of divination spells like that are not going to work until whatever is controlling these spirits is stopped.
Okay. So I imagine that onslaught, Oriana's going to have just collapsed down.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't need to catch my breath for a second, and then I immediately want to use Eyes of the Grave again to look around.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That I'm not too worried about. 23.
Okay. For a moment, but a moment only, you are blinded. As if you've just woken up to stare at the sun and just kind of blink the corona away. It does not appear to be linked to all of the buildings, but as you look around, there is almost a roof above the city. It seems to stretch from the wall that you can now see down the road behind you and kind of just goes up and down in waves over and just like hovering above all of the buildings by maybe 5 feet so it doesn't touch anything. And as it moves into the city, you can see it getting higher and higher as it tries to envelop the much taller buildings in the richer parts of the city. And as you look at them, you can see souls almost kind of woven together like a blanket of just soul essence.
Oh, this is so wrong.
Natasha, you know our 2 boys better than the rest of us. Do you have an idea where they might have holed up?
I think there is probably... If they can find somewhere close by, that is probably
Close.
where we should look.
Close to
Their target,
close
Which
to
was-
the Inquisitor.
the Inquisitorial headquarters, palace, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I suppose there's no time like the present then. I guess we start moving in that direction.
Seems like the best idea.
I think no reason to throw away the good work we've done so far and keeping out of our sight. To make our way through the alleys and through houses where we may.
Okay.
We, could I even work out how they've done this? With putting the souls all together? Like, would there be some sort of central thing that's holding them, or...
Roll me an Arcana check.
We need someone who can cast Resilient Sphere.
22.
22. Okay.
You know that from what Quill had explained to you before about the power source beneath Paras and the changes you have seen since, obviously, the breaking of the Crystal Heart, that necromantic energies definitely can be controlled in this way, and if anyone knows how to do it, it's the Inquisition. You've never heard of anything like this. However, there is probably a central controlling element that is keeping them like this.
Would I give it to get a rough idea of where that is?
Looking at it, and the way that the spell has been kind of thrown out across the entire city, you'd probably say somewhere in the center of Londinia, which
And do I know where the
Inquisitorial
Inquisitorium is?
Palace is?
is in the rich center of Londinia.
As if he'd be anywhere else, right?
We need to break that down so that we can get messages in and out and, release all of these souls.
Yeah, I agree. What's
They should
being
be
done
able
to
to
them
go to their
is
final rest.
monstrous. Sorry, Ace, what was that?
I said they should be able to go to their final rest.
Yes.
Agreed.
Right, so, Bastion. Let's go. Does we just need to start looking?
Yep.
Well, Nat thinks they're likely to be somewhere where they can keep an eye on the Inquisitorial Palace, so I guess we move in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quiet like.
Eyes and ears peeled.
I don't want to do that.
Can everyone roll me a stealth
check and then a perception check.
So my stealth was 5.
Yeah, my stealth is 7.
My
I
stealth
rolled a
17.
21 and I was just like, oh, maybe it'll be okay on the
And
second
my
one.
perception was 12. No, 13.
Yeah, my perception was 9, but my stealth was 17.
Oh, no, it's a 7. There we go.
Stealth 18, perception 29.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm wearing
all
click
right.
clack heels. It's cut on cobblestone. It's just.
It's hard. I get it.
As the four of you then progress further into the city as stealthily as you possibly can, helping each other, well, Dice and the Reverend helping Ace and Oriana from causing too much racket as you progress through the city.
And Nat, presumably. I'm guessing she doesn't roll too bad on stealth.
That's pretty good.
She's a rogue, isn't she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way further and further into the city, the majority of you then are distracted by obviously trying to remain as quiet as possible. So you, Reverend, are the only person who can really take in what you see as you make your way from Shadowed Alley to Shadowed Alley.
You'd be surprised what the Reverend can take in.
There are, again,
Roger.
regardless of how much destruction you have seen in the city, there are no bodies. There is, however, blood everywhere. And whatever
Sweet.
caused these blood sprays to be cast up the sides of buildings and against like doors, windows, whoever was doing the bleeding died violently.
Is it possible to get a read on, like, is this blood from like sword wounds, or are we talking about like magical attacks?
You can see, with that perception check, you can definitely see the remnants of magical attacks. But also, like, the burning circle of a shield spell that kind of overlapped with a doorway. So you can see the spells used in defense as well as attack. The majority of this, though, the blood spray seems to be haphazard, not with your background, not the clean kind of swing of a sword. Almost like it has burst from the person. As if they've been hit by something heavy, or as if they've been crushed.
Something truly terrible happened all around this city.
With your perception check as well, though. In fact, because of the rest of you, because you are perceiving stuff, I'd like you to make me a straight perception check, not based on sight.
Natural 20 for a 30.
Nice, okay. Because you needed over 25, right? Okay, cool. Now, taking into account then all that you're seeing, all that you're experiencing as you move through Londinium, you can hear movement. It is far off in the distance, towards the south of the city, but there is still movement. There is still something here.
When you say movement, like, can I hear one big thing moving around, or can I hear lots of people moving around? Like, you can hear like the grind of stone on stone, or wood as if a door is being opened or a box is being moved. You can hear footsteps. However, those footsteps are, considering their distance, probably belonging to something quite large. And there are a couple of them, sets of footsteps. And is it, I'm assuming that I'm hearing this from the direction we are going.
Yes,
It's,
but you don't think it is like as far distant as the wall at the south of the city. It's not the center of the city, but it's much further away.
So it's not near the
I'll,
Inquisitorium.
Not as far as you can tell from just hearing footsteps and movement.
I'll let everyone know what I hear.
Okay, so avoid the south.
Sorry, are they large footsteps you can hear?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
if
said
not-
I could hear footsteps of something very large.
Of several
Something very
things.
large, or some things very large?
Things.
Some
There's a few.
Grim.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Okay.
Do we know, like from past experience, of some things very large that the Inquisition would have at their command?
Can you think of anything, Rich?
Well, we had the gargoyles in the.
I freed
in
them.
You freed them, though, yeah.
Doesn't mean
Maybe something similar. Same
maybe.
sort of magic.
All of you roll me a history check with advantage.
Ooh,
I'm not going to
history
roll this.
check.
I wasn't there
Apart
for any
from,
of it.
yeah. Well, all right. The Reverend can roll me a history check without advantage because of the things you've
I'm
been
simply
told.
not going to roll
Okay.
it. I'm not trained in history. I have a -1.
Okay.
I wouldn't-
20.
24.
Okay.
No.
Ace.
24.
Ace. Sorry.
Oh, Ace. I had
15.
phase, which is a hangover from this week.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Okay. As
Wow.
you think back then on your previous adventures and everything that's led you into this point, you can't remember the Inquisition ever having anything that big in their army. However, the majority of their army was unliving, guided by arcane inquisitors. Especially you, Oriana, are drawn back to the memory of seeing Benkin fall. And the army that was making its way, or tried to make its way across that bridge to attack the Drow City. And you saw all of the unliving, all of the flesh reavers that you'd encountered before, using their spider climb ability to like crawl along the walls. And you remember that the canyon underground that bridge spanned was also high above the lair
Oh,
or the home
shit.
of a family of fire giants.
They're giants.
Jeez.
The fire giants were also being attacked by the flesh reavers. You would assume, all of you then, after I assume you're having this conversation and going over it together,
Mhm.
I would assume that even you'd make this leap of logic, Reverend, that...
Even you. Wow.
No, even so, as someone who wasn't there, is what I
Yeah.
meant, sorry.
I do have a -1 to intelligence. It's not unfair, even you.
I would assume that you'd all make the leap of logic that if the Inquisitors can meld bodies together with necromancy and turn them into undead creatures at their command, they can probably also control larger creatures that they have slain.
Delightful. I don't like that one bit.
Vile.
No. It's going to be an
His-
experience, for sure.
If ever anyone has deserved to die, it is the Inquisition.
We don't use milestone. We don't use experience. It's gonna be a milestone.
Okay, so are we going to continue heading towards the Inquisitorium so we can find somewhere nearby that might have our boys in it?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's a good
And
plan.
avoid the south.
The Inquisitorium is a much better name for it. Thank you for that, Charlie.
That's what you're calling it, isn't it?
No,
Inquisitorial
I
Palace
kept,
is
I
what
kept
we were
calling it
calling
the
it, but-
Inquisitorial like headquarters or palace, but when you called it
That's
the
the Inquisitorium now.
I was like,
Yeah,
that's
the name.
There's one in every city. That's it. That's what it's called now. It's
That's-
done.
You were
the
searching
name
for
of the
it.
table at the next wedding.
Can't believe you didn't name the Inquisitoriums until like the second to last episode of the entire campaign.
History
And
of
it's thanks to
Inquisitorium's
my
magical
brain not
inform.
being able to remember the names of things.
I'm
Heck
happy.
yeah.
I'm happy with it. It's cool.
Sometimes it's a blessing.
But yeah, as you continue forward, then all of the lower kind of 1 and 2 story houses and taverns, shops begin to give way to the much larger kind of 3-4 story palaces or offices of commerce, the offices of government of the city, until they again then begin to give way to the larger like marketplaces. And having been there before, you know there is a large marketplace and gathering kind of square just in front of the Inquisitorium and the Knights Temple, which are next to each other. As you get then to this large clearing, you are almost shocked when you see bodies. The courtyard is not full of them. They're not piled like 10 feet high, but you can see there are bodies of not even soldiers. They appear to be mostly human, at least the ones close by. As you
Hey,
stand at the edge
Dice.
of this clearing.
Dice, don't touch.
They have been clothed in kind of mismatched armor. You can see some elven that they may have taken from elves in combat. There is some who are wearing like an elven breastplate, and you can see like orcish bracers with a dwarven helm. And you can see barricades set up, still burning softly with small fires. But all of the buildings around here, many of them are still aflame.
This is remnants of a rebellion.
There is
Very
a
flipped.
large statue in the middle, and I will say, Reverend,
It's of me.
there are 5 statues that were in the city. Each is at like a compass point. There are 4 at compass points of the clearing you're in. Those statues have fallen. The large one in the center is still standing. Resting up against it is in a kind of dark, almost navy black armor, scale mail. You can see this armor is drowish, holding a very familiar shield to you, Ace. And the body is just resting up against the statue. And the shield is the one that you have seen held by the Paladin of Thor, Stefan.
Okay. So, am I okay to go investigate that?
Yeah,
It's out in the open in the middle of the square.
it's
Uh,
right in the middle of the square, resting up against the statue.
okay, maybe not then.
Perhaps it is.
I don't like the way they've been placed there.
No.
It doesn't. Saying that, it doesn't look like any of these bodies have been placed.
It's just where they've fallen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
'Cause I was
see a
gonna say that
body?
feels like a trap.
Can I do a medicine check from this distance to see if I can see if he's breathing? If there's like any signs of life?
I would say that would be a perception check.
It's not shit for once.
Hey,
18.
18.
I got a 21 on that as well, so I did a little check.
Well, both of you then.
Squinting, like, is your chest moving?
Yeah, just squinting at him.
You know when your baby's asleep and you're like,
I don't.
It does not appear.
the cat.
It does not
Yeah,
appear
when
from
Mikey's
this distance that they are breathing. However, what you can see is glistening red blood from wounds they have taken. It has not
Because the
dried
blood's
up.
running.
It is running.
He's still got a heartbeat.
Can we? Is there any like detritus around? Like broken stuff. Is there like the leavings of battle and destruction around us at the moment?
Yes.
I'm looking for something that I can like fashion into a very makeshift litter, like a shit, what's the word? Pick up
Stretcher?
bodies on it. Stretcher,
Stretcher.
thank you, yes. Something that I can fashion into a very makeshift stretcher.
Okay.
Like maybe a door.
Okay.
Wooden door, even if it's still part of a building.
Quite a few of the bodies around you have tower shields that they appear to have made out of things like doors.
That would do nicely.
One of those could easily be used for a makeshift stretcher for the body.
Okay, I'm going to let me just check the numbers.
Rich, I'm really stupid while Greg's looking at this. I would be wearing the armour. The big armour.
The big armor,
Yeah.
that wasn't getting in the sewer.
To be fair, actually, I wouldn't have been because it's the least stealthy thing anyone's ever seen. Carry on.
No stealth. Basically,
No.
everyone else could roll stealth. You could not.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have made sense, and I would not have done that. Moving on, pretend I didn't say anything.
Everyone else,
I'm
30 stealth. You're like, crunch, 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 crunch.
I'm going to gather 5 of these tower shields and
Okay.
cast animate objects using the chain of Hephaestus.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to send the shields to try and scoop up and carry back to us the bodies of anyone we're interested in who looks like they might still be savable.
Okay, cool. As the shields begin to move in then, you can see that they all kind of slot down next to the body and attempt to shift underneath it. There is resistance. And as you look now and pay more close attention to why there is resistance, you can see, you Reverend, with your passive perception, can see easily that the body is being held by hands that appear to be, they're either severed or they are growing out of the ground beneath it.
Amazing.
Okay.
We love that for us.
So can the shields try and sort of outstrength these hands?
They absolutely can. Give me a moment.
Give them a good thwack.
Door v severed hand.
Door would win.
This is a whole new version of rock, paper, scissors. Door, corpse,
would
hand.
make hands go splat.
Corpse hand!
The tower shields I'm counting as medium objects, is that fair?
Door beats hand, hand beats corpse, corpse beats door.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, cool.
Give me a second. Okay. There are 5 objects. There are 4 hands you can see. Roll to attack.
Yeah, so I was unsure whether I'd be better off trying to just grapple them away, like strength them away, or whether I'm better off attacking. But the shields have a strength of 10, so I'm going to go with an attack.
Okay.
So first one, that's a natural 20
Hey.
plus 5, 25 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Damage is 2d6 plus 1, so we'll do 4d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Pretty decent amount of damage from a door.
8.
Yeah.
9. 12 plus 1, 13 damage from that attack.
It immediately just crushes the hand to pulp, and you can see that they are they're not growing out of the ground, as it just kind of crushes it and then flicks it off. You can see that it is severed, and it twitches as it flies off into the distance.
Can the other 4 shields just scoop up our boy and bring him over without having to do any attacking?
There are still like 4 hands or 3 hands grasping the body
Okay.
at different points of the body.
Next shield will make another attack then.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Does hit.
6, 11, 12 damage.
Cool. Okay. This again, it is crushed to a pulp. You can try and make a contested strength check now if you want to.
So there's 3 shields and 2 hands left.
Mm-hmm.
So how mechanically do I make 3 separate strength checks, or
You can roll me a contested grapple check with advantage.
okay? That's a 12.
Okay. And that is a 5. So
Sweet.
the remaining shields do manage to then kind of scoop up the body and just begin to move it away. However, as they begin to scoop up the body and it begins to move away, you start to hear groans and the shift of movement from all of the buildings around you.
Right.
And from just behind you, to the right and left, you begin to see a zombie ogre move around one corner as many more skeletons and zombies begin to come into sight as well, off in the distance.
Okay, but hear me out. What if they didn't?
Before I ask everyone to roll initiative, we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah, I really need to pee.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break there. Don't go anywhere. We are going to find out whether our party can navigate the streets.
Sorry, Ash. We'll make it a quick break. I'm only going to
Yes.
make a cup of tea and have a pee.
Quick break.
It will be quick, I promise.
We will be right back. Hello, we're back.
We're back.
Yes.
And we're going to do a whole second intro so that Greg can heckle.
No. We're going to go straight to Balcam. There we go.
But I wanted to heckle.
Tough.
Oh.
So,
You missed it at the very start, my love. Bri had an echo, and it took them about 5 minutes to realise they hadn't muted Twitch.
Nice.
can I have everyone's initiative, please?
No, we're too busy
Rolled it.
taking the mickey out of you.
Oh, that's so good.
Give me a second with your initiatives, please. I need...
He asks for them, and then he says to wait.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can roll it again? because I didn't like it.
And it's much more relevant. There we go. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. I need everyone's initiative. Dice is auto-populated, which is great. Oriana.
21.
The Reverend.
With a plus 11, 13.
Oof. And Ace.
I know how to do it on this.
Just
You
click
click
your
on
initiative.
the initiative.
Yeah,
I can't even see initiative on you. Oh, there we are. Got it.
top middle.
I know. I'm dumb.
Not done. You're looking
No,
at
no,
it
19.
a different way.
It's 19, I imagine,
Nice.
because it says 17. There we
Yeah,
go.
it auto-popped.
Yeah.
Cool. So now, that should have brought up a... Did it? Did it do it for me? Apparently not. I do have the D&D Beyond extension. You are active. Thank you. Thank you for... There we go. And it's going to be all horrible and blurry for a minute, and then the map will eventually... There we go. Sort itself out and render properly.
So
we can see
our
in the
friend,
shadows if we open the actual Twitch stream.
Don't
Rich,
open the Twitch stream.
Rich, our friend, where is he?
Where is
The
your friend?
centre with the 4 hands and 5 doors.
Okay, but haven't they scooped him? Wasn't that the
Yeah.
where we're at? Okay.
Okay, it's not going to give me my initiative on roll 20. You're dead. You're dead. That's fine.
I
Okay.
am not.
So,
Preemptive, alright.
You're dead.
I would like... It's Oriana's turn.
Sweet. So there's an ogre coming up behind us, yeah?
There is.
15, 20. Sweet. Are these things scared of fire?
One way to
Maybe.
find out.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of fire around. I've got line. Have I got line? Yeah, I've got line of sight in it. I can see it. If I move 1 down. Yeah, there we go. Now I've got proper line of sight on it. So now I guess I can attempt to set it on fire.
Fire.
Fire. What do I want to use? Oh, fuck it. Let's go for a good old-fashioned chromatic orb.
Go for it.
What? Can we see it?
The
Yeah, it's
ogre
behind us.
Oh, it's down there.
That is...
God.
Away.
I was zoomed in too far, alright? Leave me alone.
I don't even have it. I don't know where the fuck it is in relation to anything.
Does a 34 hit?
Give me a second. There's a 34 hit and
No,
ogre's on
you don't
me.
need a second. Of course, 34
Yes,
fucking hits.
34 hits.
Give me a
Sweet.
second.
Where's my d8s?
Oh yeah, let me just check the stat block to see if a 34 hits.
Missing it. No, it's not. It's for there. Oh, that's not great. That is 6 fire damage.
6.
6.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. The fire strikes the ogre and just kind of like burns or scorches flesh off their chest. No reaction at all.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. That's why I didn't want to use a bigger spell with fire. That's to find it doesn't work.
Okay.
I am going to fly up into the air.
You are going to fly up into the air.
Yes.
Okay, let's put that on you. So
Not
you're
like
flying.
above the buildings, but
Okay.
high enough to make it a bit more difficult for something to hit me.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Okay.
I forgot to take a long rest at some point and I've used a spell. Am I okay to just put it on there? I don't think I've used anything today, so
Yeah, take a long rest. That's fine.
stuff.
And then
What spell did you cast, by the way? Sorry.
chromatic orb.
Oh, can you roll me a d20?
Oh, I was wondering if you were going to realise. It's a 4.
Nice.
Then, because I have features and traits.
You do.
Features and traits.
I will give Bardic Inspiration to Ace. Because Ace is probably going to be the most useful against these things.
Woo!
Okay.
So you get an extra 1d8 on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
Cool. Bardic Inspiration on Ace. Okay. And is that...
Yeah, that's my go, yeah. I am in the air. I have seen that fire isn't that useful. I am going to play support.
Cool. Okay, and give me a second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna need... Who goes next? Ace! What do you want to do?
Well, that's a question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast a 3rd level moonbeam, I think. Yeah, I do have a moonbeam at 3rd level. Upon the closest beastie.
On the ogre
Oh,
that you
ogre.
can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read out Moonbeam for me again?
Yeah, we'll do now. It is a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on the point within range. That range is 120 feet. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in a ghostly flames that causes searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It'll take. I'm just double checking what the choice for this one is. It would be 3d10 if it's a fail, and then half of that if it saves.
3d10, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that? There it is. Let's put that in. It's a 5-foot cube, and let's say it's there. It goes there where you can see easily. Cool.
Can I cast? Can I roll?
Yeah.
Just the first time it's entered it. Then do I plus d8 to that, or do I plus d8? Would it have been if I had done something that required me to like roll to attack? Would it be plus d8?
Give me a moment. Plus d8 is if it's a melee attack, yeah.
Okay, can you see the damage I just rolled? Because I wasn't paying attention then.
I should be able to.
I can, yeah. It
4.
was 4.
4
Yeah,
points
4.
of damage.
Radiant though is the key.
4 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. 4. Cool.
Okay. So do they? What is their constitution? What do they roll?
Give me a second. They rolled a 10, so they failed.
Yeah, they did fail indeed.
Cool. There we go.
Yeah, just for your own benefit there, it says a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. But
Yeah.
I don't think that takes place in this, so that's fine.
They are not a shape changer.
Cool. Good. That's what we like to hear. I can't cast again. Am I within range to throw anything?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can throw.
Okay. I believe I had some throwing knives of sorts. I'm gonna double check. I have a javelin as well.
Well, because you used your action to cast a spell,
Hmm.
you cannot use your bonus action to throw a weapon.
That's true. Yeah. Ooh, never mind.
You'd have to walk up to it and hit it.
Yeah.
You also can't walk up to it and hit, because you use
Yeah,
your action
so-
to cast a spell.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll have to leave it at there then, because I don't believe I have any bonus actions I can use.
Okay. Do you want to move?
Move a bit closer to them, but still, like, not within hitting range, if that's cool.
So just in between your friends and it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
cool.
in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, now you're in my
Not
line
as
of
I
fire.
find a way of casting, then it's fine. I'll stand till this just off.
You're not in your way of casting, Oriana. You're 10 feet up in the air.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
that's right, I am. Never mind.
Okay, so that's Ace's go. Okay. Give me a second. You're dead. You're dead.
He's got to stop saying that.
We're not. It's a lie.
Because I think all these your deads are going to be your undead, your
1, 2,
undead.
3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. Where's that ruler?
That would be my
gone?
concern,
here.
yes,
There we
Charlie.
go.
Correct. He doesn't get to say it often from Biggie.
We all too
Slowly,
far away.
the crawling claws
Ugh.
use their full action to dash up to you.
Like that. I'd
However,
rather
that
they
hands.
didn't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see other crawling claws begin to burst their way out of buildings.
Oh,
Gross.
Ew.
There we go. We've all
Lovely.
gone. We've all gone. We've all gone. We've all gone. I think we're... Yeah, we're good for now. Okay, cool. One has its action remaining to attack and will attack dice. There we go.
Okay.
No, that was an ogre zombie. Sorry. Crawling claw. That is an 18 to hit.
No.
Okay, it misses you. Cool. And
It's 18 to hit. Yeah, right. Okay.
there we go. It is now the ogre's turn. Okay. So the ogre is going to move forward out of the radiant light that it does appear to react to, but not as if it burns more, it's just reacting to it.
Does it take damage at the start of its turn because it started its turn there?
Yeah, it does.
Start of the turn or end of the turn, Em?
Start.
it's the start of the turn.
Cool. So con save.
Yeah. Let me know.
It's gonna be... Con save is going to be 22, so it does save. But
The save, but still take half. So I'll
Yeah.
do. Let's have a go at a thing. Just have to find my bloody spells again. There they go. Hey. There we go. That's what we like to see. Detail. Blah 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 blah. That's a bit better. It's 12, so it'll take 6 radiant.
okay. 6 points of radiant damage.
And
Okay.
do they look to be taking any damage from that?
They are taking damage, but
Good.
they look like they're taking exactly the amount of damage you would expect. They're not taking any
Okay.
more.
Yeah, it's not something that they're super immune to or anything.
No.
Fine.
It is, however, going to raise its huge, kind of like broken morning star and make a strike against you, Ace.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay.
A 7, I believe, misses.
It does indeed.
Cool. Okay. So, that guy's gone. You hear movement from all around this square. Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, what's their movement? 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see another ogre zombie come around the corner and make a mad, kind of hungry dash towards you all.
I love that. More dead things. Heck yes.
Cool. Okay, so no actions this turn. Cool. Cool. Nice. Reverend.
Okay. First things first. Our friend over by all of the shields
Mm-hmm.
was looking alive but bleeding, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start with a bonus action healing word. I will just do that at first level for now.
Okay. How many hit points?
I will tell you now. 9.
9. Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. 9 hit
Well,
points
I've
back.
had to roll a 4 on the d4. That's what you like to see. I will then.
I will say, with your perception, right,
Mhm.
you can see that their wounds are closing up, but it's not enough healing to heal the damage that's been done to them. They're not joining the fight anytime soon. They are broken.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. I just wanted to make sure they weren't like rolling death saves.
Death saves.
Essentially.
You've saved their life. You haven't got a reinforcement.
No, that's fine.
Cool.
I didn't expect to. These hands they're crawling along the floor, right? Like they're
They
not
are.
hovering or anything.
No, they are crawling.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to use the winged boots
Cool.
to fly. Okay, Google, shut up. I'm going to use the
Well, that
winged
was my
boots
phone. I was trying to turn it down.
fly up about 10 feet.
Okay, cool.
What's my speed? Flying speed is equal to my walking speed. My walking speed is 35. So if I fly up 10 and then go 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to pop around this corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack our new playmate
Cool.
over here.
Go for it. I will say, before you move, you are going to get a very small attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I figured I would, yeah. No worries.
So, bear with me. There we go. It's a 15.
15 does not hit me now.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. Roll to hit.
So I'm going to attack with the antimatter rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be 2 attacks with a reload in between, I believe. Or yes, 2 attacks with a reload in between. So here we go. Natural 1. Spectacular. So that is a misfire.
Okay.
Can I? Sorry. Well, since we played, so I'm just going to remind myself. I'm pretty sure I can use one of my attacks to attempt to repair that misfire.
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Tinker's Tools, which is that just proficiency, or do I add an ability mod as well?
It's your Tinker's Tools is what gives you proficiency at it. It's an intelligence check. No, it's not an intelligence check. It's dexterity.
Okay, so this is going to be plus 11. 16.
Oh yeah.
I believe repairs. And does that allow me to still make a shot, or do I need to use the 3rd attack to reload after the misfire?
You would need to use the 3rd attack to reload.
Excellent. Then I don't hit with any one of my 3 attacks, but I do have a working gun for next round, which is good news.
Cool.
An
action surge.
Action surge. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm a fighter.
You're a fighter.
I
will say before you make any decision on action surge, you can still hear the loud footfalls.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say
not-
I'm not going to use the action surge in this fight unless
They-
I have to.
Do not belong to the ogres.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we believed that they did because you said they were miles off. Cool. That is my turn then.
Cool. Dice.
Yes, I was trying to find the link for the Discord. Oh,
I'll get it.
what I will do, thank you. What I will do is I'm going to go 30 feet over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'll take some opportunity attacks. I'm not that bothered by the hands.
Okay.
And from there, I will. I really don't like this guy. But I also don't want to use anything too big at the moment. I am.
You will take 2 attacks of opportunity as you move, by the way.
Okay, do you want to do those while I think about what on earth I'm doing? Because I was doing 2 things at
Give me a
once.
second.
Thank you.
So 1 is a 4. And the second one
doesn't
is
hit.
a 21.
It doesn't hit.
Cool. You take... there we go. Oh, it doesn't hit, you said. The second one, 21. What's your
No.
EC?
23.
Jesus, okay, cool.
You gave it to me.
I did.
I am going to use an action to switch into Guardian Armor.
Okay, cool.
And then I am going to cast... I don't really want to waste any spells. I know that sounds stupid, but...
Yeah, we're only fighting 2 ogres. I'm sure it'll be fine.
if people start taking a lot of damage, I'll change what I'm doing. But for the time being, I'm just going to take sort of a defensive stance that I can't really do anything with. You know, it's not an action or anything. But I'm just going to defend and I hope this guy comes for me instead of my friends.
Okay.
That's it. That's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else. I'm just waiting for the thing to come and face me.
Alright, no worries. Okay. It is now going to... When this decides it wants to work. There we are. Okay, so... There we are. Cool. Okay, so you start to see skeletons burst out from around the buildings as well.
No. Stop.
Give me a second. 1, 2.
No, stop! No more undead things, please.
Can't
2,
do
3,
anything.
4, 5, 6. Hang on.
That's a bonus action. Can I scream, hit me?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
I don't like the amount you're counting.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1,
It's
2,
way too much counting.
6.
Like, way too much counting, right? Like, this is a lot of counting.
As someone who has dyscalculia, I take great offence.
Yeah,
2.
it's very
3,
offensive
4,
counting.
5, 6.
Trigger warning, counting.
Trigger warning, counting.
1,
Trigger warning,
2,
maths. Oh, that's just
3,
D&D though, isn't it?
6.
Yeah.
Requires maths.
And reverse maths.
And reverse
Sometimes.
maths. No one likes
reverse
reverse
maths.
maths.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we are going to have, as they heft short bows, we're going to have, okay, 1 attack on the Reverend.
Go for it.
9 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. No, of course it fucking doesn't.
Second attack on the Reverend. 15 to hit.
Nope.
And I need the ruler
Leave my
again.
ass, I'm wearing god armor.
I need the ruler again. Okay,
There's no way they're in 90-foot range.
1 attack on the Reverend at disadvantage.
What are they shooting? Their own fingers?
It's a 7 to hit.
Yeah, that one does hit actually.
Another attack on the Reverend at disadvantage. 8. An attack on dice at
Nope.
disadvantage. 10.
Guys, I think these skeletons might fucking suck.
3 more attacks on dice at disadvantage. Roll.
Okay.
11.
The overlay doesn't say our level.
This is
It does. Not
this is
the
like
battle
old.
map overlay, but the other one does.
Yeah, 11.
a new necromancy advancement. What if we made skeletons that were fucking
7.
awful?
And then 2 more attacks on dice. Straight roll.
None of our rolls are
9.
straight.
22.
Not a single person in this group rolls a straight roll.
22.
22? Ah, no.
Okay. Okay,
I'm
skeletons
very hard to hit.
are
God, I
done.
love your skeleton army. They're so effective.
Skeletons are done for this round. Okay. From behind the skeletons, you see zombies burst from the buildings.
God's sake.
It's alright, zombies don't have bows.
This has taken 10 minutes already.
For one round.
They can't do anything, so they are going to... Yeah, there's no range. You are right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Should we just move on to the next thing in initiative while you fiddle
you
with all your
can't.
zombies?
Fiddle with zombies.
I'm gonna have to... Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I think we might just have to run, guys. What if we just left? We're back on the airship. And just left.
We just left.
There's
And
literally
went back to Nidum and we're like, well.
we fought like 3 gods like 2 sessions ago. We're not running from a collection of shithouse skeletons.
I refuse.
We
CR
did.
1/2 fucking zombies.
I miss
I'd like to think
We did.
I'd like to think I'm just standing there as things go dink, dink, dink off my armour.
I miss being able to cast Fireball.
That's fair.
Can't you?
Okay.
No, I gave the wand away because I couldn't have it attuned anymore.
There are so many other fire spells you can cast.
So,
I know.
as the zombies appear,
This would be an excellent fireball situation, though, I would admit.
Mm. How dexterous do you think zombies are?
Bum, bum, ba,
Negative.
bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba.
What?
There we go.
What?
There we go. From the left flank, according to you, stream in a horde of ghouls.
Zombie stood
Ooh,
in a
now we're
wall.
talking.
This zombie
Oh,
is stood in a
God.
wall. The one that's in base contact with the Rev.
No one's in base
That is-
contact with me. I'm 10 foot up in the air.
Blatantly a wall.
And yet here we are.
Okay. Bum, bum,
Clipped.
bum. Yeah, he's clipped into the wall because there's so many enemies. Reality has rendered incorrectly, and he's clipped into a wall. So they're going to
The
run their
zombies are
full
actually-
movement.
The zombies are actually speedrunners. They're using an out of bounds glitch.
Oriana, what would you
Yeah?
like to do?
Oh, fuck me, it's actually my go.
Don't you have Fireball as a spell?
No.
Okay.
No, she never took it because she had the wand.
I had the wand, so I didn't bother. Have got a Scorcher, though.
Like an
So-
Aganatsa's kind of scorcher.
Yeah, that kind of one. Agatha's one.
Agatha Christie scorcher.
Agatha Christie Scorcher. So I need a Dex save from... What is the thing on this? Range is 30 foot. It's a 5 feet wide, 30 feet long. If I move...
You don't have to tell everyone my my intimate details on stream, babe.
Okay. I'm gonna move to here. That's 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sweet. I'm going to fire straight down.
Okay.
So it's 30 feet, so it should hit the two hands and the ogre.
Okay.
But they all need to give a dex save.
Ogre's got to be so fucking dexterous, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, yoga every Tuesday.
Is this ogre wearing a tutu?
Okay.
Is
Hand
this a
nearest
ballet
you.
ogre?
Yep.
Dex save 16.
Fail.
Next one. 8.
Fail.
And the ogre, with a -2, is a 16. So they all fail.
Fails.
Nice.
They all fail. Sweet. Oh, I'm
Okay.
trusting you, D&D Beyond.
So
I'm
minimum
trusting
damage. The hands are gone.
Okay.
See how much damage you do to the ogre.
What are my shields gonna do now?
That's 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. Okay. There you go. The ogre is looking very hurt.
Sweet. That's nice. There was something else I was going to do. Where's it gone?
Is it in your features and traits?
It is. I've got so many of them.
Oh yeah, you're all level 16 now.
Yeah. I'll give Bardic Inspiration to the Reverend.
Okay.
Thanks,
but
babe.
the Reverend has Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, so you know,
What dice is it at the moment?
It's a 1d8.
Sweet, thank you.
So hopefully help with if you need to fix your gun again.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Or stop your gun from breaking in the first place.
I don't think it can.
No, it's what's on the D20.
Misfire's based on your unmodified D20 roll. Which is
Oh
a bit
yeah,
weird.
but your ability check to fix it, isn't it?
Yeah, it will definitely help with that if I
Yeah.
need it.
Okay.
It does say attack roll.
Yeah, it does, but it's part of the modification to it. So.
Yep, that's me. I can't do anything else.
Ace, is your go.
I am still in the air.
Okay. Beginning of my turn, is it? But they get no, they don't get damage at the beginning of my turn. They get the damage at the beginning of their turn.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it has just to FYI, it has moved out of the moonbeam.
Okay, that's fine. So my bonus action for this round will be moving that back onto him.
No problem. It's back on there.
Cool.
Dancing in the moonlight.
And then
And it has come up. It is in your face right now. The ogre.
it's up in my face.
It is
Mhm.
up in your face.
You are in base contact.
Everybody
You've gone
Doing
to
taking
first
radiant
base.
damage
My
tonight.
lovely, very special spear
Mm-hmm.
and
Jab it.
give it a stab,
Cool.
but also use
Poke, poke.
some magic as well. Oh, my
Shank it.
brain. Right, let's do a branding smite on it. No, branding's
You can't.
fire, isn't it?
You can't, you've used your bonus action.
And can I not for a regular thing?
It's a bonus action
Branding
to.
Smite is a bonus action, but you can use Divine Smite if you hit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so I will just hit with my lovely big thingy.
Cool.
I think
Bosh, bish, bash,
Uh,
bosh.
like a Branding Smite or something would also end your Moonbeam, right? Because they're concentration.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind then, we'll just carry on with this. Ignore the roll I just did because I have to roll to hit. Well, it's good I've got plus 14 on that bastard. Jesus Christ, 17?
17 does hit.
Cool. Now let's do a damage. Which is 13.
Also, another. Is that your 1d6 plus 9? Or your 1d8
Yeah.
plus 9, yeah?
My
And a
6.
further 2d8 radiant damage. So you
Okay,
just got to
that's
roll
plus-
2d8.
Is
Plus some for
17.
undead.
That's radiant damage just from the spear.
Yeah.
Are you
The
going to
first.
use
was
Divine
17.
Smite?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what level spell slot are you burning to use Divine Smite?
Let's use 3.
A third level.
Yeah.
Cool. So.
I think that ogre's dead.
Yeah. I
bum,
think
bum,
it might
bum,
it
bum,
might have been
bum.
overkill.
So basically, you're
Back actually on that last divine smite because I don't think I need it, do I, to kill him? Was he dead before I did that?
we'll see because you've got to choose before I can tell you. You got to choose, roll the damage, and then I can tell you whether it's dead.
Well, I just rolled two d8s if you want to look at that.
Okay. You get improved divine smite as well.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't shown me the 2d8 yet.
Oh, that's weird. How do I look at it in my?
On the top, next to Campaign Chronicles of Nidum, there's a little game log.
Got it.
I've got 1d8 that's come up as 17.
So, yeah, I have 17 and 11 it is.
Okay, cool. Also, improved divine smite, you get 1d8 anyway, and you used a 3rd level, which means 2, 1, so 3, 4. You can roll an additional 68.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And then you've
Odin's
allowed
hit hard.
that, I'm guessing, yeah?
I'll add what?
You can add the pluses if there's any to that, is it?
There are no pluses to the additional 68.
Okay, that's fine.
So an additional 68.
This might be overkill.
Yeah, I think it will be. 27.
27. So in total, that was 38, 40, 55 points of damage.
Yeah, and he re-entered my moonbeam, so he's getting some radiant damage from that as well.
No,
That's the
that
start
would
of his
be-
next go.
Okay.
yeah, the
If he
other
gets
stuff.
one.
True.
He
I don't
does.
need to
He does not. As
No.
your spear, as you thrust Gungnir through the body of the ogre, he erupts with bright radiant energy from the center, and just you see the flesh and the bone just kind of dissolve away into ash. So yeah, that ogre be dead.
How far can you move Moonbeam in a go?
I can move it quite far. Let's have a look.
Would you allow M to move the Moonbeam since it would have been a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll allow it to be moved up to its full movement.
It's your game. My range is 120 feet.
Yeah.
No, you can
It will have in the spell how
on each
how
of
far
your
you can move
turns.
it.
I'll fluff this for now, right?
Yeah.
So
But it does tell on
Yes.
each of your turns you can use an action to move the beam
Ah.
up to 60 feet in any direction.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
It's
I thought it was a bonus action to move it.
Yeah, I always thought it was a bonus action.
Guess not.
Never mind then.
do you want to move?
Yeah, if you're letting me do it as a bonus, because that's
No,
what we got.
He means, do you want to move Ace?
Yeah, does Ace want to move?
Ace will go up in the air a little bit, and perhaps towards the next big baddie.
Everybody's flying.
Yep.
Everybody's flying, Dave.
No one wants to touch those gross little hands that you put in there.
Okay. So the
You won
next
there.
the next
You
big
got
bad
bad
would
vibes from
be
those hands.
so your movement, Ace, is currently 40 feet.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to the next big bad,
Yeah.
you can.
If I can't make it to them, just like nearby is fine.
That's fine. Yeah, you're there. Cool. End of your turn?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So, back to the remaining hands. That hand is going to... That hand is going to rush up and attempt to attack Dice.
The only person on the floor.
The only person on the floor.
But has wings.
That is a 7, but that was a straight roll with advantage. It was a 6, so yeah, it doesn't hit Dice. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay,
This is another one of Bryce's classic deadly encounters.
it's the ogre zombie's turn. So they're going to rush in, and again they are going to attempt.
They're Russian?
Yeah, they are. They're going to
Does
attempt to
Vidania.
strike dice. With,
Quick, Natasha. Wait, where's Natasha in this?
Sorry, with
It's a good question.
Natasha disappeared.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, bullshit, you forgot Natasha.
No, Natasha disappeared. That is a 23 to hit with advantage.
You lost my girlfriend.
Dice. You're muted.
It doesn't hit dice, just awkwardly caresses their
Yes.
foot.
Yeah, that one hits.
That one
23.
hits. Okay.
Dice is getting a foot massage.
Dice, you take
I hope not.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, that's fine.
It hits hard on the rare occasion that it hits.
You then hear 2 almighty roars. And
To be fair, Oriana has so many girlfriends.
it decides that it wants to
True.
work. There
Slut.
we go.
We love
And
her.
boyfriends. And non-binary friends.
All of
Yeah.
the friends.
2 more ogre zombies rush in from behind you.
I don't love that.
Oh no.
Right, did one of them pass through the moonbeam?
No. They ran
Yeah,
alongside
they-
it.
14 points of bludgeoning damage on me, yes.
It is now, I believe, the Reverend's go.
Excellent. Right. Are these over here the ghouls?
You're going to have to ping the...
That's what I was
Reference.
doing. I was
Yes,
pinging.
those are the ghouls.
Those are the ghouls. So zombie, zombie, zombie,
Mm-hmm.
zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to fly another. I'm gonna fly up another 10 feet and
Okay.
then go 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35. And I'm going to use a bonus action to command the shields to
Mhm.
take on the zombies. So,
You can move them.
one. I can, yes, I'm doing that now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're just each going to go for whatever the closest zombie to them is.
Just as a please don't spoil it for the players. Those of you in chat and those of you watching the stream, if you see anything that the players haven't seen yet, please don't say anything.
1, 2, 3, 4,
He's trying to mess with us.
5.
See, now I want to go look, because now I think he's hiding something.
Right, only
Yeah,
one
but
of
you
them.
won't.
Only one of them made it to
Base contact, yeah.
base contact with one of the zombies.
Okay.
So I will make an attack for that one.
Yep.
Do.
Zombie smash.
So this is a +5 to hit.
Go for it.
Herd of Tesseracts.
22.
22 definitely.
Killed the
I'm
Tesseract in the
guessing
past. It
it's
was with a different
a-
character, but I've done it.
Zombar.
Oh yeah.
Right. Excuse me while I just move my crochet out of the way. Dreadful damage roll. That's a 3.
3 points of damage.
3 points of
Fought
damage.
Tiamat before as well.
But they are all they're all on their way to take on zombies.
Yeah, no problem.
With my action,
Mm-hmm.
I will make 2 attacks with a reload in between. Right, so this ogre's looking pretty bad, right?
No, that ogre there is looking perfectly healthy.
I thought this one was the one that got hit by Aganatzes.
No, that was the
he
one that was
came-
in the corridor.
He came from another direction.
The one that's dead.
Whatever. That one has a dice and ace kind of problem.
Okay.
I'm not worrying about that one. Let's go for this boy.
Okay. This one, yeah?
Sorry.
That one.
Correct. Yes,
Okay,
that's the
cool.
one. So, antimatter rifle again. One shot. Doesn't
What-
have a misfire score.
What? It doesn't, because it's not a Exandrian weapon. But I was going by what you wanted to do.
I
Did you
was
roll
a
a nat
natural
one
one
again?
last time. I did. No, I rolled a 2 this time.
Okay. I'll give you
It
misfires
rolled-
then for a nat 1.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So this is an 18 to hit then.
18 still
even
hits.
with a 2. I thought it would. I'll roll the other attack just to see, but I can only hit or misfire.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's 31.
Both attacks hit, yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
I think so.
for it.
Right, so we have just a few d8s.
Yeah? Just a couple?
Yeah, 68 plus 9. Let me gather all my d8s again. I need to make a little baggie of d8s for this gun. Can I only find d10s in this drawer? 2, 3. Talk among yourselves. 5.
Yes.
Don't really. First attack, 3, 8, 16, 20, no, 18, 19, 26, plus 9, 35.
Okay. 35 points of damage
Mm-hmm.
on the ogre. Nice. Okay.
Second attack,
It is looking close
Cool.
to hurt after the first attack.
5, 11, 16, 20, numbers, 3, 25, 34 on the second attack.
Nice. It is looking messed up.
Cool.
I will ask you to roll me a perception check.
Yes, I would love to. Is this based on sight?
It is based on sight.
Excellent news. That's a 27.
27?
Yeah.
Okay. You notice further south,
Mm-hmm.
on the opposite side of the courtyard, you notice Bastion hiding behind one of the barricades, looking as if he's about to run out to the center to grab Stefan.
Can you ping where?
He also looks very injured. He is right at the top of the map.
Oh, that's south. Right, okay. So the
Yeah.
map's upside down.
Yes,
Cool.
sorry.
No problem. Awesome. Good news.
Basically, I wanted you guys entering from the bottom of the map, and you decided not to enter from the south of the city. You decided to enter from the north, and I couldn't be asked to flip the entire thing.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair.
So this
Oh, so you
square
wanted us to
rotated
fight the
when
giants.
This square rotated when we took the...
Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's a good point, babe. Did we avoid the giants by coming in from the north?
No, they would have been the other way if you'd come in through the south.
You bastard. Okay. Cool. Yes, that's fine. That is... that's my whole go.
Cool. Okay. Dice.
So, I have a reaction I can use, so I'd like to use it at the end of the Reverend's turn before mine.
What's your reaction?
I want to pull one of the ogres over to me. So it's.
You've already got
called-
one in base contact with you.
I know. I want another one.
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. If you leave the two of them together, I can hit the two at once.
No, it has to. Sorry, it has to be when it ends its turn within 30 feet of you, and I don't think they've had a turn yet.
Those two have. They came
They have.
within 30 feet of you as a turn.
No, they need to end their turn within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would
Yeah,
have.
they have.
They ended their turn within 30 feet of you.
Okay, so yeah, I know you can hit both, but I don't want you to end up getting hit by them. So I'm going to pull one of them. This I don't know how to ping. I can't remember.
The one closest to you.
Yeah, the one closest to me. I want to just pull it directly to me.
Okay.
But I would have done it when it ended its turn. It's the
That's
first time
fine.
I've used
Is
this.
there a check it needs?
It can make a strength saving throw.
Cool. That is
Against my spell save.
16.
Yeah, no, it fails.
Cool.
So it pulls it to me, and
Shump.
as part of that reaction, which I've got to find because it's so far down by features and traits, which is why I never use it. I can make a melee weapon attack as part of the reaction, so I would have hit it,
Cool.
or
Go for
tried
it.
to hit it.
Oh, I'm wreathed in flame, by the way.
You are.
As you
So
should be.
it's a Thunder Gauntlet attack, and it would have been 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
Yeah, and it would have done 10 thunder damage.
10 thunder damage.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. The other thing I would like, well, now my actual turn.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to.
Rage? Sorry.
No. What? No. I've never raged in my life. I'm not a barbarian. No, I would like to.
Speak to the manager.
No, wish that Ace was further away.
You can stand in the same space as the crawling claw.
Because they're tiny.
It is a tiny creature, if you need to maneuver.
I think I'd have to move too far away. I don't think I can do it.
What's the radius on the thing you're trying to do?
Hang on. Bear with me.
Okay. Ace is flying, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
how far up?
10 feet up in the air.
I mean, it's a 15. It's a 15-foot cube, but originating from me, so I'd have to move.
Yeah, so if you stand on the crawling claw,
Yeah.
Ace would not be hit.
Okay, in which case I'll cast Thunder Wave to hit all of them.
Okay. Cool.
So Thunder Wave, but I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Even if you let's put you. Sorry. No, that's not what I
Okay.
meant to do. Give me that back. Stupid.
Which I never use, so this is very exciting for me.
So Thunderwave. Okay, that is a con save, I believe, from them all.
It is, yes.
Okay. So that is
Let's go to the mall, everybody.
17.
From them all. Nope, fail. You're looking for 20.
So both as ogres fail.
Mhm.
The crawling claw is dead. Dead. And then 2 zombies. Con save. 19. Oof. And a 4. So they all fail.
Good. So they all take 16 points of thunder damage.
16. Boom. 16. Boom. Hang on. Con save.
Yes.
5 plus the damage taken. Give me a second. Fail. Using their undead fortitude does not help them, and both of those zombies explode in a wave of thunderous energy. The ogre zombies take the full 16 and don't need to make a con save.
Lovely. And then as a bonus action then,
Yeah.
I'm just going to activate my defensive field and gain 16 temporary hit points.
Very cool. And your turn?
Which I've just put in as 160, which would be very nice, but not accurate. Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Your turn. Excellent. Okay. And now I believe it is. There we go. Cool. Okay, so you hear a roar of rage from your right, which sounds quite bestial. And where'd they go? You hear, or you see, from the right, bursting around the buildings, a group of giant skeletal minotaurs.
Come again?
Giant
I mean, you
skeletal
can't.
minotaurs.
Sweet.
That's certainly 3 words.
Give me a second. They have a traveling speed of 40 feet. So... There we go. Bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. And they all rush down towards... No. You give me... Oh, I'm on the wrong... I can't wait to move to Foundry. There we go. Ah, right. They rush down the map towards Dice. It is then... They can't hit you. And they don't have ranged weapons.
Those are some big boys.
They are.
Mm.
All of the skeletons are going to have a go again. Well, these two are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there. And both of them are going to attempt to fire up at Ace. So, got short bow. 12.
No.
Misses. And a 20 total.
Nope.
Nope, misses. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, Reverend, 23 to hit.
Yes, dear. 23?
Yeah.
That does in fact hit me.
Okay. 16.
Nope.
Okay. 7.
Nope.
Okay. And then disadvantage on dice. 10. 5. 11. Okay, so 1 hit on the Reverend. Reverend, as you're flying, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
Okay. Zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna rush in anyway. They can't hit you this turn, but they are going to attempt to swarm you. There you go.
Did that one
move past your
attack of
animated object?
opportunity? Yeah.
Do your animated objects give you attacks of opportunity?
I mean, it doesn't say that they don't. They've been mentally commanded to attack the zombies. So I don't know whether they would have reactions. Probably not. That seems overpowered.
Yeah. You know how much I love the animated objects.
Yeah, we don't need to make animated objects any stronger than they already are.
Yeah.
I did it with shields this time instead of coins, so I wouldn't have to roll
Yeah.
10 attacks.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
No worries.
I know you'd appreciate it.
Okay, none of the zombies can attack. However, all of the ghouls are going to move forward. So let's go. Where do we want to go? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Cool. Cool. Shump.
I really appreciate the way the ghouls are moving in a line because
Yeah.
It's like Thriller.
I was gonna say because this is Thriller.
They're dancing forward.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, Oriana.
Right, I need to check my distance on this. 60 feet. Right. Right, if I'm gonna move here. And then I am going to cast Dominate Monster on the closest undead Minotaur.
Okay, cool.
You don't have it at all.
Are you? I believe you are
It's the
using
Rod
your
of Hades.
crown. Oh, it's the
No,
Rod of Hades.
Rod of Hades.
Nice. Okay,
Because it only takes one charge.
nice.
Unlike the crown that takes several.
And opens you up to being.
Yes, so I need a
Possessed.
wisdom saving throw from that,
From the Minotaur.
from the Minotaur.
Okay. Proper classic, not like some weird Rhinotaur that for some reason gets along really well with my character's mum. Okay. Sorry, trauma from the charity stream. 18.
That is my wisdom save.
So it does save.
Fuck. You suck. Did you know that?
I just rolled the dice.
He does suck.
You control
Don't know
it.
why I married him at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, really poor choice.
It was a nice day, though.
It was
Yeah.
a lovely day.
Right. Well,
There's
that
a bit
goes,
too much sand for my taste, but aside from that,
there goes that. Guess I'll fucking bonus action bardic inspiration to someone. Has anyone? Well, I'll give it to Dice this time.
Yeah, Dice is the only one who
hasn't
doesn't
had
have
it.
it.
And then I'll fucking sit you for half hour again.
Okay.
Fuck you, Brian.
I'm sorry.
Asshole.
Sorry. Ace,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I would like to bash it with my stick, please.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so what big beastie is nearest to me?
Well, you've got a choice. You can hit a giant skeletal minotaur or the ogre.
Okay, which one's looking worse for wear right now?
The ogre.
Okay, let's do the ogre to get him out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll roll to hit. That's not even what I was doing. Go back. There we go. 31. Is that it?
31 definitely hits. Do you want to do... They don't look as messed up as the last one you hit. Do you want to use Divine Smite?
I'm so fucking
How
dumb.
many of those do I have? Is it just how many spell slots I have? I'm guessing, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. May as well.
So you can
That's
use
rough
just...
enough.
Basically, if you use a level 1 spell slot, right, you get an additional 2d8. On top of
let's
the
just
additional
take
1d8 for improved Divine Smite, and the additional
Yeah.
2d8 damage you get from the spear. So you're rolling 5d8 anyway.
do
Yeah.
they not get another D8 because it's against an undead?
And you get
Target.
another d8 because it's an undead target.
I'm so dumb.
Why?
Why are you done, baby?
I've got bend luck.
It's true.
You do
I could have
bad
made the Minotaur fail its wisdom save.
We live and we
Save
learn.
it for, there's going to be bigger fights after
Um,
this. Save it.
Yeah, I'm not going to use divine on this. I'm just going to use my regular bullshit.
Okay.
So
'Cause
that's not
I'm
like-
just. The only reason I mention it is you've got a lot of spell slots, and like
Yeah.
level 1s are, they're level
Cheap.
1s.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
useless.
I do use them sometimes. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's do it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So
Shit,
it's
okay.
your regular damage dice. You're using it two-handed, so it's 1d8 plus 9
Uh-huh.
plus 6d8.
Okay, so was it 1d6 plus 9, do you mean?
1d8
Plus-
plus 9 because you're using it with two hands, unless you are
Okay.
using the spear with one hand for some reason.
No, 2 hands. So
Cool.
we'll do the 1d8 first, which is 11.
Cool. And then 6d8.
Okay, cool. Dex. Roll. 33.
Okay, so 44 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Take that.
To that one, and yeah, It can't use its undead fortitude because it was hit with radiant damage. So, again, as you stab and pierce through the ogre zombie, it explodes in a burst of radiant energy. And that one is dead. Is that the end of your turn? No, you've got another attack.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I've got another attack, don't I?
And you are right next to a Minotaur.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Can I use my spear again?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I'm going to use two-handed again, okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. I should probably roll to hit first. Remember 15.
Okay.
That's not my roll to hit.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, 20 hit?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So the first damage is 15.
15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Then-
then do you want to pump a Divine Smite into it?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. So what was it? 68.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Autobots roll out. 28.
So 15 plus 28.
You do the maths.
All right. 30, 43 points of
43.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where the hell are they on the... Okay. 43 points of damage. It is looking messed up.
Yay.
But it is still standing.
That's what we like. Where's my moonbeam currently? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, your moonbeam is originally where it was. Like,
So,
you...
is it on top of everyone? No?
No, it's not on top of anyone. Like,
Oh,
you
okay.
can... You
I
can
don't have a
concentrate...
bow.
Yeah, you can concentrate on it, but you can't move it if you're going to be hitting things. You
Fine.
may as well just stop concentrating on it.
Yeah, I'll just stop concentrating on it. There's no use for it at the moment.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was going to be more OP than it was, so that's fine.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. It is now...
Sorry.
Where's Ace gone? There we go. Cool. All of you hear the loud thudding footsteps
If you add another fucking thing to this map, I know where you live.
that the Reverend warned you about last time, before the fight started.
Yeah,
Getting
but they were miles off if you remember
Getting-
right.
closer.
You said they were miles off.
I did,
They
and I
were
said all
on
of
the
you
other
hear
side
them.
of the city.
All of you hear them getting closer. Anyway.
And it's been 12 seconds. How much closer could they possibly be getting?
It's the ogre zombie's turn. This ogre zombie is going to run around and make an attack of opportunity again. Sorry, not attack of opportunity. Attack against dice with advantage. Okay, so dice. No, 15. That doesn't hit. The other ogre zombie also attacks dice at advantage. 26.
That one hits!
Dice, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Reverend, you'll go.
It's taken some off my temporary hit points. Oh no.
Right, well, we'll start with...
Waiting for him to try and kill me.
We'll start with the shields doing what they can do.
Okay.
Which they're still focused on the zombies because I haven't given them a new command.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are skeletons up here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Zombies are this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I've got 3 that can make attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So start with this one here.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit. That's 21 to hit that zombie.
Okay. That hits.
Cool. 2, 4. That is 5 damage.
5
Very
damage.
exciting.
Okay.
Yep. Next one, 15 to hit this zombie here.
Yeah. Hits.
Cool. 4, 9, 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
For that one.
Okay.
And last one. That's a 14 to hit this zombie here.
14 does hit. Their AC is 8.
1, 4, 5 damage total.
Cool. Brilliant. Okay.
From that shield. Cool. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to check a feature and trait.
Okay.
Um,
Can you roll me a perception check while you're doing that?
Love to. Is it based on sight?
It is.
Come back. 26.
26. Okay. The 2 skeletons that you marked out at the north of the map, hiding, or
Yeah.
that are near where Bastion was hiding,
Mm.
you see them fall into piles of bone as Bastion moves past them quite quickly and dispatches them.
Right.
And as he
Yeah,
moves
he does
discreetly then out into the courtyard, while you're looking in that direction, you also notice the shimmering outline of Natasha bending down near Stefan on the broken statue and begin to pick him up and move him towards Bastion.
Nice. I don't have a ruler, I don't think.
It might, if you've got a little
Right.
line between
Top
two
left
of
the
them,
corner.
because mine's just the magnifying glass and then a picture of dice for some reason. And then if I click on the little gap in between the two, I've got a ruler.
Maybe it's this. Is it this? Yeah, here we go. So, 30 foot radius from me is quite a lot of our undead friends here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are you casting?
I'm gonna channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Okay.
Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 foot must make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Jesus. That's
Okay.
a lot of undead.
It's not a huge DC because I'm. Actually, it's a pretty decent DC.
So we're gonna do the wisdom
So
save,
you're
yeah?
looking. Yes. So every undead creature within 30 feet of me, which is all of our minotaurs, both of the ogres, all of the ghouls, and
Okay.
most of the zombies, couple of skeletons. Basically, everyone in this cluster who around me.
What
I've
is your
landed,
save
by the
again,
way,
sorry?
I'm on 18.
Okay.
So I need a
All
wisdom 18 from all of them.
okay. All of the ghouls fail,
Cool.
and ogres. Both the remaining ogres fail, and the minotaurs. 8, 16, 13, 4. All of the minotaurs fail,
Nice.
and there's a lot of zombies, so let's just roll once for the zombies and the skeletons. There we go. That's a 4 for the skeletons.
Spectacular.
And a 15 for the zombies.
That's not a pass.
Nope, they've all... what does Turn Undead do?
So,
They all drop dead.
a turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action, or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, that was an action. I believe that I fired twice last turn, so I'll use my bonus action to reload.
Cool. Go for it.
And that ends my turn.
Nice. Dice.
Did anyone pass in that?
None of them passed.
Sweet, very cool. So, yeah, it's everything except this. Why can't I ping now? Oh, because I've got the ruler
Ruler
selected.
open.
It's everyone except this one and this one, I think.
Yeah.
Everything else is within 30.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say anything?
Oh, you
would see
heard
me-
them chanting.
You would see me like drop to the stones and hold up like my divine my holy symbol and flash with a blinding radiant light.
And
And
Dice,
I
you would
presume
now
you
see
the reaction that they're taking because
they are all now cowering away from the Reverend. They're completely ignoring you, and you can see them all turning to run.
Okay, but I can see the two furthest ones aren't moving away.
You are surrounded
Alright.
by undead. I would say
one
no.
and this one
You
have no
probably
interest
couldn't
in-
tell that they were.
So there are a lot of undead.
You are
Currently.
completely surrounded by undead.
Okay, I will hold. Okay.
I realise that this has made the combat weird for everyone. You can still hit them. They don't.
Yeah, but if they're going to run away
so,
from me, why
yeah.
would I?
It's turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. So if
Yeah.
you damage one of them, it is no longer turned.
So
But
hit
it can
to
run
kill.
quite a long way away in a minute.
In a minute, yeah. And
Reverend?
it's going to use a dash action on every turn.
Reverend? Sorry, I
Mhm.
will say at the end of your turn, having done this, as the flash subsides, and you see Natasha, Bastian has stopped and is gesturing to Natasha and pointing. And just by one of the buildings, there is a cellar door that he appears to be pointing at, and the cellar door is open.
Ooh. Okay, well I will
Relay this.
I will call that out to my comrades then.
No problem.
Okay, so if I've been made aware of that,
God,
where's
what
the cellar door? If you
arse.
ping it?
Cellar door
Yeah.
is top of the map.
Okay, so I'm just going to move 30 feet and hope nothing hits me. So 1,
If you want to use your full action to move, you can move 60 feet.
9, 10.
And none
there you
of
go,
them
that's
can take
60 feet.
reactions, so they're not going to hit you.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm there now. I've started running. But obviously I'm not going to go through that door until all my friends are in.
That
Or
was- that
Ace
was-
is the only one left out.
Why did Ace move?
That was Ace.
Oh.
You're orange. Or bright yellow.
Ah.
I think that is the only time that
There you go.
as the Reverend I've ever used Channel Divinity.
Yeah.
And it worked great.
Well, you give me that many undead, I'm gonna have to.
Dice, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Don't know why I'm looking on my phone. I'm not using it today. Perception check. Yeah, it's 10.
That's a 10. Okay. You can't see detail, but as you rush away from the fight now, and you can begin to look down long streets further towards the south into the city,
Yeah.
you can see huge lumbering silhouettes making their way towards, and every time they shudder and go back and forth, it's in time with the loud footsteps. And when I say huge, they are 3 stories tall at least.
Okay, so just at the end of my movement, or while I'm still moving, I'd go, really big! Except in Dice's voice, because I don't know what that was, but yeah. Really big?
Huge!
Huge!
That's such an information light thing to say to us.
And it's such a Dice moment.
Yeah.
Really big! I am running at the time, like I don't want to take the piss with my actions, so
Okay.
really big.
Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Giants.
Okay, cool. So,
Really big.
let's say these 3 zombies run.
You realise now that for me it's canon that Sharlem for giant is really big.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Just translates back
Highly
as
big.
really big.
Accurate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Technically, English for giant
8,
is really
9,
big.
10, 11,
Yeah.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because they're using the dash action. Skeletons are the same go as well. So, shoop. Skeletons are running like nutcases. That guy was caught as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. And the next people on the round are, in fact, the ghouls. So
They're gonna thrill her away.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, double time thriller.
Yeah, like someone's fast forwarding through it.
Cool. They've all run away. Bum, 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 bum. And cool. Oriana.
Where's this cellar door?
I will ping it again. It's at the top of the map. And it is there.
Up there. Sweet. I can move 30 feet.
60 if you use your full action to move.
Yeah, right. So I can get just behind dice. Ah, shit. There we go.
You now can see, because they managed to maintain the invisibility, you now can see Stefan's body basically being carried by this slightly shimmering outline of someone you know to be Natasha, and they are like just in front of dice.
Okay. That's it. I use my full action for that. So
Cool. And
I don't get a bonus action, do I?
you can use a bonus action if you want to.
Do get a bonus action.
Could I hit Stefan with a healing word?
Yeah.
Because it's a bonus action spell.
They are close enough to you.
He gets 11 points.
11 points back.
Hopefully makes him a bit more useful at moving.
You hear him groan as a leg snaps back into place.
Ew.
Okay.
Yeah.
And cool. Ace.
Yeah, so Ace is going to catch up with everybody, if that is possible.
That is absolutely possible. 60. Oh no, yours is 40, so you can move 80 feet. And you can fly. So. There we go. Cool.
You can fly!
Ace flies over and can now definitely see Bastion, like kind of standing next to the cellar door, just gesturing to get in there. And end of your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. After them is this ghoul, who is going to run as far away as possible from the Reverend, and is going to just barrel straight through like the broken, burnt walls of the building below them.
Why is the Reverend measuring?
I'm just measuring where I'm going to run
Yeah.
on my turn.
And then Reverend.
Nidum. I'm also going to use a bonus action to command the shields to come with.
Okay.
But they can only move. Well, they can take actions. So I suppose they can dash, right?
They can dash as well. If they can take actions, they can dash.
Yeah, cool. The shield's overtaking me. Actually, I'm gonna tell them to come with, but to like guard our backs.
Mm.
So they're gonna
create
just
like
give
a
us.
ring around the cellar door kind of thing.
They're gonna give us some, like, if anyone's making ranged attacks against us, which I'm pretty sure they're not. They're just gonna try
Okay.
and provide some cover for us. You know, they are shields at the end of the day.
Roll me a perception check.
Love to. 26.
And a religion check with advantage, please.
Religion check with advantage. Okay. That's good. It's not as good. 17.
Okay. With your perception then, as you rush forward, being able to look down many more alleyways and streets, the first thing you notice is lumbering towards this square. They will be here in seconds as they appear to be running at their full speed, which their huge legs just powering them through the city. You can see many giants
Mm-hmm.
that are at least, like, 2 of them are 4 stories tall, easily. You can also see down other alleyways, dark spirits begin to manifest. And with your religious studies, you know these to be spectres and dread warriors. There's a few more heavily armoured warriors stepping from around corners, and this armour appears to be uniform. And their white skin, the white skin of their face holds eyes that hold intelligence, and you know these to be whites. And more start to rush towards this square.
Nice. So do I get a sense that we are, as a group, going to make it into the cellar before they get here?
If that is all you do, yes.
Sweet. So I'll just call out, double time into the cellars.
Okay.
I will promptly double time into the cellars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dice. You can probably make it if you fling yourself down the cellar. You see Natasha rushing forwards, and she does make it just to the cellar door. Bastian going
Okay.
down before her and taking Stefan off her.
Yeah.
Do you just want to rush straight into the cellar?
Yeah,
Okay. So you.
but I am going to watch the entrance to the cellar and make sure all my friends get in.
Okay, cool. And there we go. Bum, 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 bum. Lots of skeletons and zombies and ghouls running away, and then Oriana.
I think I can just make it to the entrance.
You can make it and 5 feet inside, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just run inside.
Cool. And there we go. Oriana is in. Ace.
Yes.
Straight in
I'm
the
gonna,
cellar.
just making sure everyone's gone in before me, and then go ahead then.
Okay. Reverend.
Straight in. Me and all my shield homies.
Okay, cool.
I think I've got loads of extra movement to get a decent distance inside.
Quite far inside. And Dice.
Could you use those shields to pile on top of the cellar door after we've gone in?
I could, but I can also keep them with us.
Just saying it would be nice to hide where we've just run.
Oh yeah.
2 of the zombies can see us, but yeah.
Yeah, they're
Right,
zombies,
right.
they have no
That's
intelligence, but there's things
Um,
coming with intelligence.
The 2 zombies that can see you are currently running away from the Reverend in fear. So on their next turn,
They're not
they're
looking.
going to start moving in the opposite direction.
Yeah, actually, I like what Ari said. I'm gonna command the shields to kind of collapse in a sort of camouflaging, over the cellar door, but just look like random detritus that's fallen around here.
Okay, cool. And everyone rushes in?
Yeah.
Okay. The last one in are the ones then watching the door to make all their friends sure. Ace,
you see, and you do feel your blood boil somewhat, as you see clawing their way around a building and starting to turn their eyes towards you, a zombie frost giant.
Ooh.
And you can feel there is an energy inside you that reacts and wants to push you to fight them,
Yeah.
being the sworn enemies of your newfound family.
Yeah.
What
Am
would you
I?
like to do?
Do I have enough constitution to like? Do I have to roll for that to see if I
No.
can resist the
You
fight,
can,
or can I just do
you
it down?
can just resist it if you want to.
Yeah, I will. My friends are more important than vengeance, so it's all good.
Excellent. And as you all...
Very glad that Ace didn't decide to take on a frost giant on their own.
Yeah. I mean, I've died once. That's enough.
True.
And as you all then rush down into the darkness in this cellar below the building that is on fire above you, you are out of initiative.
Yay! Next time I want to be in initiative, I want to be beating Norman's face in with a stick.
Hmm.
Be careful what you wish for.
Stick.
You hear the doors or shields animated by the Reverend begin to pile on to the hole or the cellar door above. Bastian kind of nods in appreciation, but gestures you all further down the corridor that you can see in the low light, and then hits a switch on the wall next to him. The cellar door, the stairs, the building above shunt forward and just collapse, completely blocking off the corridor from anyone trying to access it from where you did. He then raises a finger to his lips and leads you further down the corridor. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He begins to lead you down the corridor, comes to a set of steps. This one is much better maintained, and you can see quite easily, Reverend, that this is not so much a smuggler's run as a refugee escape. And as you get down
Underground railroad
then,
sort of situation.
exactly, a lot of the symbols are very familiar to you, especially because they mirror some that you've seen in Gracia and other parts of the Empire. You get down about 2 stories further. The walls become less worked and more just, like tidied away earth and rock. And you do eventually get then into a damp, cold, but somewhat moderately comfortable, like underground room. And you can see there are maybe 12 beds along one wall, 12 along the other. There are bedside tables and things, very small, mismatched furniture, just to give anyone who had to stay down here some sense of comfort or home. None of the many faces that now turn to look at you seem comfortable. There are about 20 children. No adults. But there are about 20 kids, just kind of like holding each other. There are a few who kind of stand as they see strangers looking at you, like they need to be brave for the rest of them. Even as, you can see their knees shaking and tears start to form in their eyes. But as Bastian he signs something to them, and all of the children just kind of breathe a sigh of relief and go back to whatever they were doing before. You also know, in a roundabout way, the building you're very probably now directly beneath the Inquisitorium. Thank you, Charlie. You are now directly beneath the Inquisitorium. And you can see on the opposite side of the room a tunnel, which is currently looks like it's being dug, and it looks like it leads up.
It's a
Bastian.
place to hide escapees.
I found it. Some children saved me when I was attacked with Stefan, and I have been waiting for some way I could get out there to get him without alerting the rest of them. Thank you.
Mhm.
And he kind of takes Stefan off Natasha, who's visible once more, and just kind of holds him gently as Stefan kind of drifts in and out of consciousness.
Well, I'm not sure we managed though without alerting them. But
I think that with your help, if we can get upstairs into the temple, we can find the High Inquisitor's room and destroy whatever he has done to enact this.
He's up there, though.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
2 nights ago, as I was waiting to try and get out there to Stefan, I looked up at the tower, and I thought I'd been seen for a moment, but perhaps not. The only way I can describe it, a Dracolich flew in from the south, landed on the balcony outside his window, and I could hear a conversation carried to me on the wind, though I could not make out the words. For a Dracolich, it had a strange, almost pinched voice. And then...
Draco what now?
I have seen undead dragons that they have sent west. This was not that. This was animated by its own power. It was a great... I did not think any dragons had survived long enough to be able to do it, but it was a dragon that had become undead and therefore impossibly powerful by its own wish. At least that is what the histories tell us. But it conversed with the Inquisitor, and it flew away 2 nights. It flew away 2 nights ago on the back of it towards the west. I believe he has found what he came for.
The fuck all.
What?
The nothing.
Ah, yes. No. I know what the Inquisitor seeks. His whites and the revenants who hunted us spoke of it.
And that is?
An item of great power that can rewrite reality. Last believed to have been owned by an ancient human king.
Oh, yes.
That is why
Yes.
the wall has stopped. The wall of darkness. It has stopped at the location of the item, and I believe they are close to acquiring it. There are papers upstairs that I believe will show you where it is, or at least have the secrets, but I have my own ideas too. Because the wall has stopped at Avalon.
Well, I guess we have to go see what we can see upstairs. Try and free this city, what remains of it.
Mm-hmm.
I am close
Maybe
to
next
breaking
week.
through. If you will help, I believe we can get there in a few hours.
Oh, lucky for you, we brought a big, strong paladin. Specializes in hitting things real hard.
Then
That I do.
come help. And he immediately kind of makes sure Stefan is comfortable, leaves Natasha with him and shows you to the tunnel that he's been digging. And as you begin to work on it, unless anyone's got Shape Earth, and I can end this session in a different way. As you begin to work on the tunnel, we will leave session 100 there.
Yay.
Because it was session 100, I knew it would annoy some of you, and I was pleased that I obviously succeeded. Session 100 had 100 enemies that, if you stayed to fight, would have got progressively more powerful.
Jesus Christ.
Just getting harder and harder and harder.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So there were. Hang on. If I can't show you, but if I show you on the stream, if you go back to the battle cam, let me zoom out really quickly. Okay, so down the bottom there, you might be able to see them now, I think.
Yeah, he put them all lined up.
Yeah, they were all down in the bottom corner and I put a wall across it so you couldn't just see through it. So no matter where you moved, you wouldn't be able to see the rest of them. But there were 100 enemies for you to do if you decided to stay. Obviously, the other option was doing what you did. But yes,
yeah. I'm quite glad.
Yeah, because some of the stuff I had come in was.
Also, it would have taken a very long time, and
it would have.
We want to deal with Norman.
We would have been having this fight next session.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, session 100. It's only taken 2 years. Hang on, where are we? 2023. It's only taken 3 years.
I was going to say.
We've had a lot of shit going on.
Right.
We have had a lot of shit going on. There's literally like a new person existed.
Yeah, there's a whole human who didn't.
There was a
exist when we started
pandemic,
doing this.
a house move,
Yes.
a whole new person, a wedding.
Yes. Got married. But yeah.
Sleep with my eyes open.
Grew a massive tumour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grew a tumour.
But yes, we finally got your
whole
session
baby.
100. Depending on what you guys decide to do next session, there are 2 sessions of the Chronicles of Nidum left.
I think we're all agreed that next session we're gonna go and
Shopping.
Find a little place in the country and just
To be fair,
Yeah, lovely little house in the
to be
country.
fair, shopping
go
would
to
be
the
really
Winchester
easy.
and wait for all this to blow over.
Yeah, shopping would be really easy in Londinium at the moment because there are no shopkeepers.
Yeah, we'd just be looting.
I was going to say, that's called looting.
Looting,
The haggling
shopping.
part is pretty swift.
I think progression from session 1 though for Ace would eat all for that looting. Like
I guess session
They
1, but
like-
stealing.
It's not a terrible
I
idea
remember
if we
that.
know
That's
of any magic
stealing.
shops to do some looting.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure people
we
will
get the chance.
understand if we steal their healing potions to save the world with.
Very
I don't
probably.
think we would be like miffed about it, to be honest. So
But you can see what transpires next session, which, fingers crossed, is next week. Fingers crossed, next session is next Sunday night, barring disaster or, life getting in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Barring
obviously...
life.
I just dropped the link for Just Giving the chat, just in case anyone hadn't seen it during the
Yeah.
week long. I thought I'd shove it in here, so if
I know.
anyone hasn't donated and wants to, they can,
I know,
or
I
wants
was gonna-
to see what the prizes were and such like.
I know, I was going to check that on. Yes, because obviously this
It's
week
late in
now,
bedtime.
there is no, very probably no regular streaming. We did 60 hours of the Monday night campaign, so we're not going to be streaming that on Monday. We've had enough for at least a tiny while.
We just don't want to see each other.
Yeah.
a little break.
But yes, so there'll be no stream on Monday. The kids are here this week, and I'm working, so I'd like to spend every evening that I can with them. So there's going to be no Spelljammer on Wednesday either, unfortunately.
Rubbish.
But AD is here. AD will be doing, I think, nightly streams this week. Hopefully, raffles just to get the prizes for the donations sorted. We've got obviously the Loki Battlemaster giveaway, Glass Dragons, the one shots, axe throwing. There's loads. Please tune in if you have donated, or click on the Just Giving page, chuck in a $5, say what you want from the list of prizes. The link is also there, and you can be involved in the raffle as well. We haven't stopped trying to raise money yet. And also, very importantly, you can be involved in an auction for the most beautiful miniature I've ever seen in my life, even though I hated it when it first turned up, the Tarask. But yes.
What
I
day
don't
are
even know if
they
that counts as a
cutting
miniature.
off the donations by? Was it the 3rd that I saw AD say?
I think maybe, but he's going to put more information in all of our socials, which you should join. So yes,
Yeah.
pop that link in as well. Beholder, there we go. Join all of our socials. It's going to be next Sunday. AD just said next Sunday. So yeah.
Okay.
Apart from that, though, thank you. Take care. Stay safe.
Good night, everyone.
We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.